gotta wiggle your eyebrows when you say it.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another installment of Bullsitting on TSWS Gaming. This week we have Diablo 4 launching to rave reviews, Assassin's Creed Mirage going back to its roots like LeBron to Cleveland, and PlayStation under investigation by the Romanian CMA for, get this, ripping off their customers, allegedly. I'm your host, Lok7, and joining me today is the lovely Cozy Beluga, Mr. Behind Them Sticks, Ham Solo, and the man that likes games more than anyone alive, Mr. Matt Likes Games. Hold on. The guest says he can't see the server. Okay, we'll sort this after. All right, guys, what have you been playing? We'll start off with Cozy. Cozy, what you been playing?
I've actually been playing a lot of Theater Rhythm, the Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm, the rhythm game. Really fun.
The rhythm game.
It's a Final Fantasy rhythm game, so it's like just the music, and you just like. It's a really great rhythm game called Theater Rhythm.
All right. And what you been playing?
Diablo as of yesterday. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Time, the Lord's time, is when it came out.
No one cares about that.
Yeah, everybody does. Everybody really does.
No, they don't.
That's why we. That's
There's
why
a reason they said it was 7 p.m.
That's why
Eastern,
we're
not
the
6 p.m. Central.
We keep everything together for everybody. But anyways, moving on.
Okay.
Moving on. Yeah, it's playing some Diablo. I played like an hour and a half of it, and then watched the Nuggets handle the Heat, and then I continued playing Diablo until like 3 a.m. And I'm already at level. I'm already at like it went down last night. What up, Stanley? Yeah, I got to level like 22. The game's fantastic. It's so nice being able to travel without like some demo saying like stop right here or something like that. Like the game is fully out, released, and it feels fantastic. It's a really good game. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right,
Matt.
But also Afro Samurai. Let me throw that out there as well. I've been playing that on the PS3. Afro Samurai. Got a couple pickups yesterday with.
Actually, it's my favorite anime.
I got a couple pickups the other day from the store, which was Spider-Man vs. Kingpin on Sega CD, and also Way of the Warrior on 3DO. If anybody remembers that old ass Naughty Dog game.
I do not.
It's on the 3DO though, so come on.
Yeah, okay. I did not have access to a 3DO, so missed it.
Before we go to Matt, welcome Dark Optimus coming in here, burning it up. First in line, welcome. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. Welcome Stanley Francois. Yes, Dark Optimus says no Diablo slander. How can you slander something that looks like as close to perfection for an ARPG? How can you slander that? I mean, even Cozy will struggle to slander Diablo. Matt, what you been playing this past week?
Why would
I mean, all that matters now, Luke, is Diablo.
Sorry, Matt, go ahead.
I was saying all that matters now is Diablo.
She slanders
all that matters.
That's all I'm playing now, and that's all I'll be playing for the foreseeable future, probably. With how addictive this is. Diablo, NBA every night. That's nothing new. Man, trying to think here. I started a new sale on Fallout 4 too, so that'll be a thing probably. But yeah, Diablo 4 mostly. We'll say Diablo 4. It's
Diablo 4
amazing.
is fantastic.
Why
would I slander it? Just because I don't like Kojima? He doesn't even make games.
Exactly. Kojima just makes movies.
Oh my god. Look, oh man, why'd you do that to yourself?
These long ass movies. That's just look, every now and then you'll get some gameplay, but for the most part, it's a movie.
You know, the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt movie, interactive movie on Netflix was way more interactive than a Kojima game.
That might be Kojima's lane. Interactive movies on Netflix. That could be.
But he
He
needs
could
to
be
step
the
up
best
the
to ever do it.
interaction.
Look, you need to pick up your briefcase and run, bruh.
Okay. And on that note, let's get started on Diablo itself. So there's an article out on Game Rant where they essentially compare the microtransactions. But since the two of you have already played it extensively, before I get into this article, don't just tell us that you like the game. Tell us what makes this game special. What is the feel of the game? You know what I mean? So we can get like a better grasp of it. And then also, if you've encountered the microtransactions, what's that like?
You want
Matt
to go
can
first on this?
Yep, I'll go first because you're
Sam, go
stuttering
first.
or just hanging
Well,
around.
I could go.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Anyways, so
Too much
yeah,
politeness here.
I really
damn.
enjoy this game so far, and I think I enjoy it because it kind of takes me back to the time where you remember video games back in the day where we threw some music on and just played.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like one of those games, and it looks good. It looks good. Like, I don't know how many of you out there played, like, you know, WoW or like go maybe a little further back and say like Gauntlets.
Yes.
Yeah, like I love the Gauntlet games back in the day, and I was one of those people with that came out on Dreamcast, but it was also on PlayStation. It was on the original PlayStation is where I originally played it. His Dark Legacy or one of them, I don't remember. But I used to put in, and I've told the story many times, I used to put in the yellow and the white cable of my PlayStation and then put the red cable in from my stereo. And I'd be able to listen to music from my TV and or be able to listen to, you know what I'm saying, right? I'd be able to listen to the music that I wanted to listen to. And stuff like that, and I just sit back and play games like Gauntlet for hours and just have music. So I'd do the same thing with Grand Theft Auto before Xbox got big and had its own, hard drive that you could rip music onto. I used to do that stuff all the time. This is one of those games that kind of brings you back, especially with headphones being able to now have like Bluetooth, or better yet, if you have a console, if you have a console as recent as the Xbox One, they still have the service for you to have Spotify while you're playing your video games and stuff like that. And this is just a great game for that. If you want to listen closely to the story and listen to all the dialogue, there's a lot to listen to as well. It's not a whole bunch of just reading and everything like that. Like they went out of their way to talk for like all of these characters and give them personalities in all these crazy dungeons. I don't know how many times within the beta to the game now that I have been on my way to doing a mission and thinking, I'm about done. I'm about ready to call it good. And I run into a cave. Yeah. I'm just like, after this mission, I'm done. And I run into like 3 caves on the way to that mission, or 3 dungeons on the way to that mission. And really, that should have only taken me maybe another 30 to 40 minutes. And it stretched out to like another 3 hours instead. And when I'm done playing, I'm not even mad about it. So, that's been the game so far for me. The skill trees are pretty cool too. A lot to learn with that. A lot to learn with. I haven't even got really into upgrading my weapons and stuff yet because I don't feel like I'm high enough level to really be. I know you pick up stuff to use it, and I'm one of them hoarding kind of weird people that will just
Oh,
kind of wait
yeah.
until I feel right, just overpower the hell out of myself. Sometimes I'll save like 5, 6, 7 skill points and then just go bonkers on one in one direction and completely load it out, and then just be walking around and just just overpowered on a new weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I've been playing.
Okay. Ham, can you please check your Twitter DMs?
Okay.
And
Do that.
Yeah. Matt,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on Diablo? Is it really the amazing thing everyone keeps saying it is, or it's not that
Yes.
good? Is it overhyped?
It's not overhyped. In fact, I'm kind of like playing it. I'm kind of surprised it didn't score in the 90s. I feel the same way I feel about
It did
this.
score in the 90s.
Well, yeah,
did
it
go-
scored like
score in the
90, right? Like on
No,
OpenCritic or whatever.
No, Metacritic. I'm talking
On
about
Metacritic?
Metacritic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, I'm
92.
surprised. I thought it was like an 88 or 89, but yeah, I feel the same way I felt about Elden Ring, where I would never touch a game like this, and then I played it, and when I played the beta, it was all I could think about. To the point where I went back and played Diablo 3. I tried Diablo 2, I couldn't do it. But like this got me into a whole new genre of things. So now I love this. And this game is really good at doing this. Like whatever it is this game is doing, it's very good at doing it. It's very addictive. And I cannot stop playing it.
I didn't like 3.
So I have
hated 3.
3's so different. The art style's weird. I don't love it.
I also think 3 the dungeon crawling in 3, the aspect wasn't as good. Something about it just wasn't as enjoyable. Just like running around, getting lost for hours, and picking up loot. Whereas 4 is a return to that sort of funness. 2, I get people don't like it because 2 is a very old game, but I think
it is.
4 captures a lot of what made 2 so great.
Yeah, 4 is really like. It went back to, again, it's the art style for me in 3. It's like, the game is fun, but the art style just... I feel like I'm playing World of Warcraft when I boot up Diablo 3, and it's not in a good way. Whereas this, it's not like that at all.
Shots fired, strays, unnecessary strays. Welcome, Dragonheart Yobi. Welcome, Cult Classic Cage. Appreciate the support. Stanley Francois says he can't wait to play Diablo on the 6th.
Hearts.
Fire emojis, and our special guest, the Theo Logan, is in the house. We had some technical difficulties, but our wizard, Mr. Ham Solo, sorted that out. Theo, can we hear you?
Yeah, I can hear you all too. I hope you can hear me.
Nice.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shut up, Ghost.
Yeah,
We
coming
can
in
hear
clean.
Okay.
We can
I was
hear
like, wait a minute. I promise I know how to use
Yeah.
Discord and all that stuff, but maybe I don't know it as well as I thought.
No, it's a
Welcome.
locked lobby. And
okay.
so like it always needs to be said, and I've forgotten to say it many times. Loke may have forgotten to say it to you this time, but just go into the lobby and we pull you down. We do the same for Matt, like every episode.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's why I specifically said jump into the gaming lobby, because then I would just drag you in.
Okay, that makes way more sense. My bad. Sorry, y'all.
No, it's our bad. I should have given you all the information. Theo, is it cool if I call you Theo for the rest of the show?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. Because the Theo Logan, the whole show, that's a tongue twister.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm not gonna call you what you're named. I'm gonna call you what I want. You are
fine.
really Texas.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling us where you're from?
Yeah, I'm currently in Texas. I'm originally from
Oh,
Illinois,
Loke.
so don't hold that
My
against me.
guy.
Loke, you
My
are a fellow
guy.
resident.
He's home.
Yes. Where's my
That's
cowboy
nice.
hat? Where's my cowboy hat?
Loke is home.
Damn it. Where are the hats when I need them? Anyways, Theo, it is a running gag. I do not live in
It's
the
not a
US.
gag.
I'm in Mozambique. It's in southern. You
That's
can Google
insane.
it. Mozambique. It's in southern Africa.
He's in.
I promise you.
I mean, you've heard of this place. He's in Wakanda, Texas. Cut the cat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
Exactly.
Don't listen. Okay, you know what? It's cool.
You should listen.
Theo,
Give it
welcome
up,
to
Loke.
TSWS.
You've been caught.
Right.
Sure.
Come out with your hands up.
What? This is like the baseline for the show. Get used to it and enjoy yourself because we are having fun here. Theo, there's a couple of questions we like to ask on the show before we get into it, just so we can get to know you. Break the ice a little bit. So the first one is, how did you fall in love with gaming?
Well, it was just recently. I was playing Diablo 4. No, I'm just kidding. I was listening to y'all talk about that before.
Bro.
No, it was when it's back on the NES. I went over to my aunt's house and she had had Excite Bike, Mario, Duck Hunt, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is incredible." And I played Excite Bike, and of course, my parents were trying to get me to leave when it was time to go, but I was like, "No, I've got to stay and finish this race. I can't leave just yet." So it's definitely NES, man. Excite Bike, Duck Hunt, Mario Brothers, those three.
Nice.
All right. What is the best game of all time? You can't pick a franchise, and you can't pick like 2 or 3 games. You have to pick one. The best game of all time.
Best game of all time?
Yeah. No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
We're just going to judge you on your choice for the rest of the show.
Okay.
There's a lot of pressure on you, bud.
We might block you,
Specifically from Loke.
Okay.
I'm not going to soft
whatever.
block you. I'm going to hard block you, bud.
A hard block?
Yeah.
Just going straight to the hard block.
You better pick the right answer.
Gonna file a complaint on Twitter.
I need to speak to my manager.
Yo, get this guy out of here. Go ahead. The best game of all time.
Oof, this is a hard one. I don't know. Let me go with Metal Gear Solid 3. Is that okay? Is that acceptable?
Guy, he's in Texas and he goes with MGS3. There we go.
That's a pretty Texas answer.
This show is going the right
Texas-sized
direction.
answer.
Because you know why? In Texas, we appreciate high
Just
art.
like those cutscenes.
All right? This guy knows what he's talking about. All right. The next question is, Theo, what is the best console of all time? Again, no hedging. You have to pick one console. Not
Best
per
console?
generation. Best console, period.
I'm gonna have to go with Xbox 360.
Yeah, let's go.
Loke, keep spirits up. Keep your spirits up, Loke. Come on.
He just sent Loke on a roller coaster.
No,
he said Metal Gear Solid. You made his day. Then you said Xbox 360. Almost got sick.
Hey, what city are you close to? What city are you close to in Texas? What's like the big main city that you're close to?
Lubbock.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, you're probably still familiar with Arlington.
Oh yeah.
And what's that ride in Arlington? At the Six Flags, I believe, where it just goes straight up and then just drops.
Oh, you're
Is that the Superman?
I think it might be the
Loke
Superman
experience.
one.
Yeah, Loke. How about that?
All right. Moving right along.
He just immediately regretted bringing me on the show.
We have confirmed that Theo is in fact fallible. The next and final question, and this one is key. This one could get you kicked off the show, Theo.
Awesome.
I need you seriously. Like, you might not make it for the rest of the show. We might just freaking boot this guy. All right. What is I will freaking get you out of here. All right. I'll do it myself if I have to. Theo.
No, he won't.
What is the best current console?
The best current console?
PS5, between the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, or the Switch?
Man.
What do you like the best?
Take your time.
So
there's no wrong answer.
Your time.
So
Settle down,
I'm just gonna say this because Phil Spencer himself even said that Xbox is in third place right now. So it's not that. You could make a case for the Switch or the PS5, but I'm personally going to go with
You have to pick
PS5.
one. And we made it in the end, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I was like,
We
watch me
made
get
it
booted.
in the
You
end.
won't get booted.
Hey, at least it's not the Switch.
Chat,
The Switch is better than
spam
both.
dubs, spam dubs in the chat, everyone. We have a live one with us today.
Yeah, because Luke really needs one. Luke really needs
What-
a W.
Whatever. Real quick. Cult Classic K says she's loving her time with Diablo 4 thus far.
Yeah,
Thus
dude.
far. I love it. I love people that use words like thus and due to the fact they said I like it. I like it. Stanley says that's exactly what happened to me, Matt. I never played Diablo until 4, so I bought 3 waiting on 4, but Diablo 3 wasn't it. Dark says I like Diablo 4 way more than 3. 3 was just all over the place. All right. Theo, what have you been playing this past week?
It sounds like I've been playing a lot of what everybody else has been playing. Diablo 4, finally got into that and have been enjoying that, rocking my Samoan druid character, turning into a wolf and tearing things up. Also been playing a lot of... so I've been playing the Legend of Heroes series, so I'm finally in Trail of Steel, and I've been playing that a lot this past week, alongside Tears of the Kingdom, which is what it seems like a lot of other people are playing, so been bouncing around with that. And
games.
Yeah, and then hopefully gonna get some time with Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw you posting some gameplay of Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, man.
5 games. Where do you find the time?
I don't have kids. I'm on summer break from being a teacher, so I've got all the time in the world.
Doing things
All
right.
Yep.
Right. Quick disclaimer. My wife just gave birth, so good times. Smash the like button. Thank you. Smash the like button and ring the bell because unlike Redfall, we are actually ready for consumption. Before we partake in this week's session of digital savagery, tell me, Cozy, are you feeling rosy?
Absolutely.
Cozy, what is the best thing that happened to you this week, not gaming related?
I turned my ankle.
Whoa, let's go.
Hold on.
Oh, it's the best, right?
It stopped hurting. It stopped hurting, and I was back to walking normal after a day, and I didn't have to call off of work because they said everyone can just go home since there was no work.
W's in chat.
Dubs.
I was like, wow.
Everywhere.
And then my friend took me out to eat because they felt sorry for me.
Pity food.
Just winning. Crushing it. Hey, man, it tastes the same. Pity food or not, it tastes the same.
Might even taste better sometimes.
All right. Well, listen. We're not going to bring it up. We're not going to talk about it. It's not on the subject list, but I have to say something. I haven't played Street Fighter 6 yet. This is the first time I'm feeling FOMO for a game since Elden Ring.
You're just gonna lose.
And whatever, Cozy. And for me, what I've seen, right? It's like it's Yakuza plus Street Fighter plus a little bit of Dead or Alive in terms of how the game plays. And just seeing it, not just hearing about it, but seeing it in action. Ham, you know how much I cared for Tekken. When I saw it, I was just thinking to myself, guys, Tekken's in trouble. I might literally, if Street Fighter plays as well as it might become Team Street Fighter by the end of the year, if Tekken just releases and it's the same as Tekken 7, but with better graphics. If that's all that Tekken 8 is, I might just become a Street Fighter stan. And that breaks my heart.
I think it's
really
either
does.
or, though.
How so?
You're assuming people just like, oh, I like the fighting games. I play the fighting games, but I know a lot of people who play fighting games, and they all have their ones that they play. Just play all the fighting games.
I play as many as I can. I quickly jump off of a fighting game that as soon as I see like the mechanics are off or anything like that, I'm out. Like I don't know if the fighting is not kinetic enough and the mobility is like staticky and stuff, I'm out. But if it's good, I'm there. I don't care if it's Tekken or not. Although, in my opinion, until I play Street Fighter 6, Tekken 6 is the best fighter on the planet. That's the best one I've ever played. But yeah, I'm literally shook
about
up. I'm
Sifu?
scared. Okay.
What's
Okay, you
Sifu?
got jokes. You got jokes. All
It was
right, let's get
nominated,
into
Loke.
it. All right, Theo.
Ugh.
Theo, essentially what happens is people like to try and get me to lose focus on the topics, but we're gonna focus today.
No.
We're gonna do this.
No.
The first topic is on Diablo 4's microtransactions, how they compare to Diablo Immortal. So this is from GameRant. As a premium $70 mainline release, Diablo 4 will not be nearly as aggressive as Immortal in its microtransactions, with progression being possible via organic gameplay. A lot of the microtransactions for Diablo 4 offer purely cosmetic benefits. For example, Diablo 4 possesses a battle pass system with a paid-for premium tier and more expensive accelerated version. Many of these rewards are cosmetic, and also Theo, you guys have played the game. Can you guys confirm that the microtransactions aren't invasive in terms of actual gameplay?
I've
I'm gonna
not
speak
seen.
on this right now.
Okay.
Go ahead. Ham to usually you consent to like stay back and be last. Today you are like thirsty to speak. Go ahead, bro.
I
Go ahead.
am a little bit. I didn't even think about him until you put it on a topic.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're completely
that's
non-invasive.
I went in and started the game just like it was just like it was the beta test, and I didn't see any difference, and there literally was no difference. There's now I do, like, after you say something, I remember there is a button somewhere that says shop, but I can't even take you there. I don't even know where that is. I mean, it might be on the beginning screen. All right, yeah, all right, yeah. So it's on the select screen, I guess. So
Yeah.
It's there. It's there, Loke, but I didn't.
It's not invasive.
Yeah.
Matt, you agree?
I have
Theo
not.
as well?
I've not seen a single thing telling me to buy anything, and the only time you ever see it is if you go to the tab that Ham said, which is shop, and it's all cosmetic. There's nothing there that's cheating your way with money.
All right, Theo.
Yeah, I looked at it earlier today, and it was just nothing but cosmetics. And I don't know if I'm going to be buying any of them, but they look cool. But there's nothing that gives you an edge in the game, unless you consider looking really, really cool, giving you an edge. But that's about it.
Swag attack.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of ability, we're all good with Diablo 4. They're not
Yes.
nerfing anyone that's not willing to pay.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't understand why people complain about that. It's like, you don't have to buy it, especially if it's just cosmetics. Just don't buy it.
Exactly.
All right. So Cozy, let's go with you first. What are your thoughts on ARPGs? Like with that perspective and the grinding and all that. What are your what are your thoughts on this genre of gaming? Is it outdated? Is it your favorite?
Genre? You mean like just like isometric games?
Yeah. Because maybe I'm wrong, but I get the feeling that they don't like make up a large or significant portion of AAA games.
No. It's actually probably one of my favorite perspectives in just about any game. I really think that they do something really beautiful with the environments in a lot of the games that are isometric in ways that I don't feel I enjoy in other games as much.
So they're
I
not
think of a lot of
outdated in your
different.
opinion.
No.
All right, Theo, what are your thoughts on action RPGs in the isometric perspective?
Yeah,
Stephen Cozy's work.
I personally love them. I just love all the stat tracking and trying to min max, trying to find out the best gear, trying to mix and match your different abilities, see what else you can really do. I mean, I'm really big into JRPG, so that's just a good kind of crossover between those two there. And but I think the isometric thing is just really cool looking. There was another one that came out. I don't know how well known it is, but it's called Victor Vron. It's kind of similar to Diablo, but you only play as one character, one class. I just love it in the way that the developers are able to make the action feel kinetic and chaotic at the same time. Just is a lot of fun.
You mentioned JRPGs. Is Persona 5 included there?
Yeah.
Did you fit Royale? Because Ham said there's a boss that takes about an hour to beat one boss.
I did finish it. I don't remember a boss taking me an hour to beat, though.
You finished
Ham, what
Royale.
boss was that?
Yeah.
And Maruki.
Ham's about to get mad.
Maruki did not take you a long time to beat. Unless you went into that fight crazy overpowered.
Oh,
Maybe
that fight took forever to fight.
No, that one took a while. Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about now.
Oh, okay.
I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, what? Which one is this? No, yeah, that guy took a while. Because he was immune to pretty much everything, wasn't he? Just about.
Yeah, you had to kill like these floating hand things.
That's right. Yeah,
and you had to use a different like style on each one of them, and try to like maximize the baton pass.
That's right.
Throughout of it, and like certain times you couldn't use a baton pass because like if you used it, it hurt you, and it was that fight sucked. I did not enjoy it.
I feel like JRPGs have to include a boss that's just crazy like that in almost every game.
Yeah, but they put it right at the end.
Yep.
I mean, to be honest, though, there is multiple fights with Maruki, and the very last one isn't as bad. But when you get to that like last fight with Maruki, you feel like you've been taken advantage of by the developer. You do.
Yeah. Welcome.
Because you're just like, I thought this was over. And like it's getting to the point where like I'm not really having fun. I'm getting kind of angry right now.
Yeah. It's like, definitely one of Royal was one of the first games where I was like, why is this game so long? Like it just keeps going and going.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is JRPG AA. Thank you for coming. Welcome, Chicken. Welcome, Chicken Eye 210. I see you, Texas. Another Texas native with the Spurs. It's unfortunate you support the Spurs, but it's fine. You still rep Texas, oh, come on. Wimby's not going to be that good.
He's going to be the next. He's going to be the greatest of all time, Loke. Just you watch.
He's going to be Greg Oden. If he keeps growing, because he keeps going. He keeps getting taller every month. He's like 1 more centimeter.
They're making him different now, Loke. Evolution's changed things up. Everyone is 7 foot. Everyone's 7 foot or taller now. That's the way it's going.
Yeah, 7 foot point guards across.
Exactly. It's the way it is now.
Oh, Lord. Theo, do you watch the NBA? Do you watch sports?
No, I've tried multiple times. The last time I followed basketball. Yeah, I mean the last time I followed basketball was when I think it was Derrick Rose was part of the Chicago Bulls, which was I don't know how long ago that was.
2010s.
That was damn.
So
I don't think I was born.
He said pre-knees. Still playing. He said pre-knees.
Yeah, dude.
MVP Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Sports ball either.
Yeah, sports ball. Fark says he doesn't blame me. The game looks awesome. I can't wait to play. The game looks so good. Going to the US in a couple of weeks, but once I get back to the UK, 100% buying it. Hey, dude, Jedi Survivor looks nice. Every time I can sneak in, I've been playing it. Like I'll sneak in like 30 minutes or an hour, but it's like because of like IOL commitments and stuff, it's a bit tough. but I'm really scared for my time. I'm very scared. I have calculated, guys, that I can sleep for 4 hours. It is possible to
Good.
sleep for
Yes.
4
Do
hours
it.
and function competently at work and then drive an hour back home. I can do it. All right, I can do it. Chicken
You
Eye
can
says,
do
"Will
it.
You're like me now.
Chicken Eye?" Yes, pretty much just like you. Because Chicken Eye says, "Law, we are back." No, you're not. Welcome, 108 Dragon. Welcome in, bruv. Ham, I'm not gonna ask you or Matt what you guys feel about ARPGs because I mean you've already expressed yourselves. You love this thing, so let's leave that
Yes.
to the side. The next follow up on this one, and this is for everyone. You guys can just jump in as you feel. What are your thoughts on microtransactions, even if they're just cosmetic? What are your thoughts on microtransactions in $60 or $70 games?
As long as they're not intrusive, they should be outside. They shouldn't. I feel like they shouldn't be in the actual game. Like they should be something where, like, maybe at the main menu you can go and look at them. But I don't really want them in my game as I'm playing the game. Like, going through a menu and seeing stuff there and seeing the options there.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. $60, $70 game when I see when I see microtransactions, like what Cozy's saying, when I see them, that's kind of off-putting to me. Thankfully, with Diablo, I don't see them unless I look for them. So that has that going for it. But I don't love that it's there. But if it's not harming the actual game and it's all truly just cosmetics, then let people buy whatever they want to buy, I guess.
Okay. Theo, Ham, microtransactions in $60 or $70 games?
Yeah, I kind of like.
Yeah,
go ahead, Ham.
No, please. I'm in the middle of doing something anyways. Good.
Okay. It's kind of like what y'all have been saying. If I see them, I can't remember what game it was. It might have been one of the Borderlands games that just kept reminding me about like the DLC, season pass, all this stuff. Yeah, and I'm just
2K games are bad at that.
I was just gonna say 2K. Dude, if you boot up 2K and just hit A continuously, you will have spent about $100. You will have spent about $100. So yeah, that game's terrible for it.
Yeah,
we might have a technical issue with the stream freezing. Go ahead, Theo.
That's the kind of stuff that kind of annoys me because it's just like, okay, I just want to play the game. That's all I want. The cosmetic stuff, kind of like in Diablo, doesn't really bother me because it's like y'all said, you really have to search for it. But at the same time, there's a part of me that misses doing in-game challenges or things like that and unlocking that sort of stuff. I go back to, I mentioned the Xbox 360 being the greatest system, and it just had a lot of games on there that I really loved, and one of them was Halo 3, and I remember doing the challenges and things like that to get stuff like the Hayabusa armor. And if you saw someone in multiplayer with that armor, you knew like, oh, they had to do this. If they had this piece of armor, they had to do this.
This guy gets it.
I kind of miss that sort of thing. It's it seems like it's not really present in games anymore. I mean, they still have you unlock things, but the really cool stuff is the stuff that you kind of have to pay for now. And I don't know,
$10.
Yeah, kind of bums me out.
Tenner.
So
let's go to the chat a bit. 108 Dragons is not pay to win. Chicken Eye says if you font like microtransactions, don't purchase anything. I never buy anything. 108 Dragon says it's for the fans to buy what they want. Hamothy, give us your take on the whole microtransactions in full games or full priced games.
See, hold on a second. Are we even live right now?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream.
Okay.
We're live.
No, okay. Because I was checking out something somewhere else that showed that we were not. Anyways, so as for microtransactions in full games, I really I mean, like the whole panel pretty much said already. I really don't care as long as it's just cosmetic. And can it just be like the last folder on the bottom right or something like that? Just
No.
and as we just got done saying, or Matt just got done saying, you hit A a bunch of times in 2K. It's going to freaking. You're
Yep.
buying something.
Ryan, 2K is getting a new yacht.
I mean, you shouldn't feel like you're turning on Roblox when you turn on a game.
Yeah.
Because that game is microtransaction freaking hell.
But it's
free, right? So it kind of makes sense.
It's free. So that's fine for that. I hate it, but it's fine because it has to survive somehow, right? Sure.
Yep.
For a game that like 2K that comes out every single year.
Yeah,
$70.
You have to upgrade your player every year as well.
And I was gonna say, none of it carries over.
But they know their audience. If people are willing to spend, you should milk them.
Sure,
that's the thing.
But I
as
wish
long as they got dumbasses
wow,
like me.
Cozy, jeez. For real?
I'm serious. Yes, if people are willing to spend money, you milk
She's
them
right.
for as much money as you can. It's smart. It's sensible. It's what you do.
She's not
This lady
wrong.
works for Rockstar. She works for Rockstar. She just hasn't told us.
I'm telling you, as long I'm buying that game every year, and as long as there's millions and millions and millions of people just like me buying that game day one, $70 every year, then they're not going to stop it. It's not ever stopping.
All right,
Man.
so like,
listen, I completely disagree with you guys. Seriously,
Whoa.
Even if it's on the bottom right, top left, I don't care. What's his name? King David said, "Hold the line, ladies and gentlemen. Stop it. The reason we've reached the level that we're at is because people keep saying, nah, it's fine. Just give them a little inch. It's fine if it's cosmetic. If today it's fine cosmetic, tomorrow it's gonna be fine if it's something else. Stop it. It's wrong. It is wrong. Sure, everyone does it. I'm not saying no one does it, or that only Diablo is doing it. Just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean it's fine. It is completely wrong. You're not going to charge me a full game. You're not going to charge me full price and then put in microtransactions. I don't care if it's cosmetic. Put in challenges that make me unlock this thing. Don't be coming here charging me, even if it's 0.99 cents. I've already paid you the entry fee. Why you want more money? For what? No. Buzz off with that rubbish.
Here's the thing, Luke. You're right. At the same time, though, it's like, I don't know. It feels like a losing battle. Like,
dude,
let's say everyone on this panel.
Texans here. We got two Texans here. It's the animal of gaming microtransactions. Let's do this. We're going down swinging, baby.
Got two Texans here. That's fantastic.
Finish your
point, man. If we had the whole panel here and the chat decide, hey, we're never purchasing microtransactions in a full price game ever again, that would not make a dent.
That
wouldn't do a thing.
Matt, to the previous conversation we had before the show even started.
Yes.
You have to stand for something, dude.
I get that, but
let me finish.
Go.
You can't be or believe in something when it's convenient and everyone else is with you. You have to stand for something, even if it's just you. Dude, don't we love Star Wars? Don't we watch all these animes where it's one dude? It's one dude. We've got posters of these guys, Luffy, Naruto. It's one dude. But he's like, bro, I don't care if there's no one next to me, he or she, because female protagonists exist. I don't care if there's no one next to me. I'm going to do this. Why is it that it's fine for us to admire these people, but we can't embody their virtues and beliefs IRL? Because that's how the world gets changed, by everyone being like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to remove the trash from the road.
I got some pushback for you, Loke. I got some pushback.
Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
So there's always gonna be the option now that it's. I mean Pandora's box is already opened for that.
Yes.
Right. I mean, and it is what it is. And certain games are still going to be able to do it and try to make it somewhat palatable because they still know that it's not people's favorite things. But there's still but there's still people out there that don't want to do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So until I see what you're talking about, which is the big like doom of gaming, is what you're making it seem like. I just
it's not the doom.
It's a doom. And until I see something like some sort of mass push where I I'm getting my game completely in pieces to the point where I feel like I'm buying chapter at a time of a game.
Yeah.
Then I mean I'm not gonna freak out quite yet, and I'm not ready to really use that as a reason to freak out because
am I overreacting?
Cosmetics isn't it. Cosmetics is never something I'm gonna be mad about that's being sold in a game. It's just I don't care. There's been games for years, and there's been in fact, I mean, before there were these DLCs and stuff like that, there were ways to get extra content physically when you buy games and stuff like that. Pay extra for this edition right here. I mean, hell, even Psychonauts not that long ago came with stickers, bro. Like they're gonna like these companies, if they can't put it in the game, they're gonna find another way to try to sell you something. So I mean, I'll rate each thing as they come.
Theo, come in here. Am I sounding the alarm bells too soon? Is it too late? What are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's too late. Listen to you guys, listen to y'all talk. I was thinking about when I was looking through the Diablo 4 store earlier, and I saw like horse armor or some stuff like that, and I was like, man, it's so funny how I think it was with Skyrim and it might have been Oblivion, one of those two.
Yeah.
Where they introduced the horse armor DLC, and we all made fun of it and memed it, and now here we are, and it's just kind of like, meh, something we kind of shrug at. And so, I don't know, man. I think at this point it's probably a little too late. So, but it's the same thing. I mean, you got to speak with your wallet, and if you don't like it, then don't buy it. And even go so far as to, if you don't like it being in the game at all, then send a message to this developer and say, hey, I'm not buying your game because this exists in your game, period. I don't want any part of that, But I think the unfortunate thing now is that it's just so prevalent with a lot of games that it's kind of hard to. I mean, you can still take your stand, like make your stand with it, right, and not buy it. But at the same time, you kind of have to understand that there's a lot of other people that are still footing the bill and picking those things up, and they're going to keep being put in these games, But there's nothing wrong with having the principle of not buying them, It's just, I think that's the reality of it.
Honestly, I think... Sorry, Cozy, go ahead.
I absolutely don't, which is hilarious because I told you I have like $300 worth of like crap I bought in Warframe. Just like, just little cosmetic things.
Shameful. Shame.
But
shame.
the thing is actually
shame.
Warframe
Bro,
is probably
free.
the Warframe
but it's free also, right?
method. Yeah, it's not only is it free, but Warframe does not feel like they milk you at all.
Okay, Cozy. Listen, they're milking you whether you're feeling it or not.
The thing is, I basically was like, I put like 60, whatever dollars, however much dollars into Warframe for every 500 hours I played. Do not ask how many.
We'll just
How
check
many
your
hours do you
profile.
have on frame? I'm sorry. Anytime someone tells me not to do something, I'm like, well,
It's definitely more than Animal Crossing.
awesome.
How many hours do you have in
How
Animal
many is
Crossing?
in Animal
It's like
Crossing?
Animal Crossing is like 3,000 something.
Nice.
Ooh,
Lord.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow, how do we segue? Oh, let's go to the chat. Fuck you. Fark says I'm with Loki. If it's full... Dude, every single week I almost slip on his name. I almost slip. Fark says I'm with Loki. If it's full price game, I don't want my game to be riddled with microtransactions. Hard agree, bruv. Steve Biko says not even the Nine Tails can stop this microtransaction wave. Hey man, it only takes one.
The Nine Tails.
Yeah, because we're talking about the anime and stuff. Yeah. Welcome, Infinite Umbra. Yeah, awesome show. That was fun. I didn't get in the chat, but just listened. All right. So microtransactions have won. Let us make peace. It'll hurt less. Next, we have Assassin's Creed Mirage coming to Ubisoft Plus on day 1. Ubisoft, sorry, this is from Game Rant. Ubisoft has announced that the upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage will be available on its subscription service on day 1 alongside with its PC and console releases. Over the past few years, the Assassin's Creed franchise has undergone notable changes. While its move to RPG continues to be debated among many players, the format proved successful for the company on some level, with Assassin's Creed Valhalla becoming the first Ubisoft title to hit $1 billion. Guys, before we even get into this whole day 1 thing, who here was aware that Valhalla made $1 billion in sales? Who?
I knew it was the highest selling Assassin's Creed of all time, but I didn't know that.
It's reasonable because yeah,
$1 billion.
everyone in their mom played that. That's a lot.
That's just wild. Dude, I'm still kind of coping. I'm like, what? I thought this thing was terrible. Anyways, Theo, what are your thoughts on Assassin's Creed Mirage going day 1 to the Ubisoft subscription service that is now on PC, Xbox? I'm not sure if it's on PlayStation. Is it on PlayStation? They didn't announce anything.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ubisoft Plus?
Oh, yeah. Ubisoft Plus is on
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Okay,
I gotta be honest,
Yo,
man. I gotta thank you for reminding me that Ubisoft Plus even exists.
Yeah. I mean, you see the price for it on Xbox. It's looking
shade.
bad. Not looking good.
The shade.
I don't know. I always feel like they they just make palette swaps of the same game, and none of them are things I like.
Be right back real quick.
Rayman was like the last one, but that's dead. So they don't have anything. Someone's like, oh yeah, people like their games. Dude, what's not to like though? They've mastered a formula, and they just
like the
give
Marvel.
it to you and give it to you again and again and again. And as long as they don't really screw it up, there's no loss.
You're good.
Yeah, you kind of know what you're gonna get with their games. I've been a huge Assassin's Creed fan since the first one, and I've played all of them. But I didn't finish Valhalla because I'm like, this is a huge game. There's so much to do.
What did you think of the switch from the old style to the RPG style? What? How did you feel about that?
I actually liked it. It also helped because I really like ancient Egypt. That was one of my favorite things to study in school. And so getting to go to ancient Egypt, getting to climb the pyramids and see the sphinxes and the different things, I'm like, this is awesome. And I like the change to RPG because you got to keep the game feeling fresh. Because at that point, Assassin's Creed was feeling tired and boring and just more of the same thing. And so the change really kind of breathed some life back into the game. But then I feel like Valhalla was them kind of being like, okay, here's Odyssey, let's make it even bigger and better. And it's like, okay, we don't need it that we don't need that much Ubisoft. That's a little too much. And so, I mean, hopefully Mirage kind of reins it in. It looks like it's going to be similar to the older games, but with the RPG mechanics still at play. So I'm open to giving it a shot, but I'm still kind of a little burnt out on the series after Valhalla because it was just so much.
All right. So no one is stressed with the fact that this is a AAA game going straight to subscription, following the Xbox model, the Game Pass model.
No.
Hey, you guys, give me 3 minutes. I'm not sure if we're live or not, but I can see it keeps cutting off on my phone. I'm seeing it cutting off repeatedly on YouTube Studio. So I'm not gonna end it. I'm just gonna ask you guys just to hold tight just for a couple minutes. I'm just gonna restart my router.
Looks
real
like
quick.
it's live.
I know,
Yep.
but it keeps going live and then having like if I were to send you this error report, it goes healthy, error, warning, error, healthy, error, warning.
All right, just restart it.
So I'll be right back. It's super annoying. But yeah.
All right. Guess we're not gonna be live for a minute.
You know what? You know what else isn't live? Your
All right. I know that's not genuine, but it's fine. Well,
What's up?
Am I back?
You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go have
you're back. You're
Okay.
definitely back right now.
All right, cool. I think we should have went right back to live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing it here. Looks like we're
It
all
might take
right,
a second
okay,
to pull
we're
up
back.
on
We're
YouTube,
back.
but I think we're
Well,
back to live
we're good.
now.
We're good.
All right,
All right. So Assassin's Creed Mirage Day 1 on Ubisoft Plus. Does this make you guys want to buy it off Ubisoft Plus? Because obviously, if you already subscribe to it, you're gonna get a discount.
No.
Or do you?
No. Look, I'm gonna stop you right there, bud.
Ubisoft Plus is literally
You guys don't care about Mirage. Y'all don't care about Mirage for real?
I'm cool with the Mirage, and I'm actually fairly interested in playing it. Don't think I'm gonna get it day one, but I'm pretty interested in playing the game. To be honest, there's just so many other games that this year's already packed up.
Yeah,
tight.
Yeah,
so
it's
Mirage
backed up.
isn't really. Yeah, Mirage isn't really something I'm running out to buy. But it's a classic Assassin's Creed. I've been asking for that. I want that full price. I wouldn't mind buying it at full price. I just need to beat some other games first.
Yeah.
Well, you guys will be happy to know the next 2 weeks there's nothing big coming.
There's big stuff coming, and yeah, something big just happened.
Are you saying you think Xbox is going to just shadow drop another banger?
Oh,
like
I didn't
say that.
I hope they don't.
I'm not gonna say that.
They better.
That'd be really interesting, but I'm not gonna co-sign that.
Can we agree? That we need a breather? Am I crazy?
Do we need a breather from what? Do you need a breather?
No, I'm saying, can we agree that we need a breather from like banger? Dude, leave PlayStation alone. They're in the corner crying. Leave them alone. Can we agree that we need a break from these big like banger games? We need time to actually play the games. Can we agree on that?
I mean, it depends how much you play. Like,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I play a lot of different types of games. So, like, in most big games are not that interest me. So, like, Diablo is like the first one in ages. I can probably count on one hand.
How far are you into Jedi Survivor, Cozy?
Why would I play Jedi Survivor?
Because you love those kind of games.
She actually
You're so damn
not.
disrespectful.
Does not.
You know what?
No, she
Oh,
doesn't.
I actually might try it when it comes to EA Play, because I found out you can skip the cutscenes, which they fixed from the issue I had with the first one, I stopped after the first 5 minutes when I realized you couldn't skip the
cutscenes. It actually
cutscenes.
gives you the option right at the beginning of the game when you're like in the like the accessibility options and stuff like that for Star Wars.
You can just shut them off?
It asks you if you want to be able to have the option to turn them or skip them.
Okay.
That's cool.
So you can totally skip them if you want to, because my bro Justin hates being forced in the cutscenes just like you, and I was introducing them to that game just 2 days ago, just this last Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
And I didn't even realize it, but we were going through the accessibility stuff, and he's seeing that, and he's like, "Oh, I'm definitely turning that on." And I was like, "Yeah, you would." And I thought of you too, Cozy, and I was just like, "This is an option that she'd like," but I'm not sure if this. I'm still not sure if you'd be interested in that game.
Oh no, so yeah, like I thought the gameplay, like I actually played a little of like my friend who was in the middle of the game, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna play anymore. I'm gonna go play it myself." And then I ran into that, and I was like, "Never mind."
There you go.
Welcome, Delilah HD. Welcome, Yodani.
Delilah,
how do you
good to see you. Yo, Donnie came back for some seconds. He's like, "Yo,
yeah,
he's still trying to holler." I mean, we got 3 Texas people over here right now that I know of.
4.
We got
4. Don't forget
4.
Don't forget Chicken Eye 210.
Chicken Eye.
Chicken Eye is also
4.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the fantastic 4 are here. Man, you guys,
we might have to change
get your spurs clacking. You know, get that buckle on that hat, nice and sturdy. Get your belt buckled nice and fastened.
Ham soda. Texas is more than cowboys and freaking.
Yeah, but not where you're from.
Yeah, there's beer too.
Truck. Lord,
Yep.
Welcome, Viper. Yep. Welcome. Hey, Viper. I'm thinking about hopping on GRG tonight. We'll see if the Monster Energy can keep me up. Where were we before we cut out? All right, so no one's interested in Mirage. Steve Biko says if
nobody's. Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Day one. Okay, day one. Sorry,
what just happened? Okay, day one. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not getting that day one.
What no one's interested in, Loke, is Ubisoft Plus. That's what no one's interested in.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Steve Biko mentions it. He says if Ubisoft Plus was cheaper, I'd cop it for Mirage. So
same here, honestly.
There you go.
I'd try it out.
That's like a $10 a month service to me.
Yeah, max.
That's a no.
I don't even think it's worth
$10.
I would just buy all
$18 on Xbox.
Ooh, no.
Yeah,
$18 a month.
It's more than Game Pass Ultimate on Xbox, and it offers way less.
I would really just buy every game that I wanted.
Yeah, just buy Mirage and move on.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I would do. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what I will do. Yeah,
3 months of Ubisoft Plus, and you could have just bought Mirage. I don't even think Mirage is full price either. I think it's like $50.
50. It's $50.
So 2.5 months of Ubisoft Plus, and you could have just bought Mirage.
Yeah. So rather just buy Mirage and you add it to the backlog, and then play it when you have the time. All right. Dub for anyone that actually falls for Ubisoft Plus. I'm sorry. Anyone that subscribes to Ubisoft Plus, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Pay for PS Plus, pay for Game Pass.
Some people,
why are you playing?
Some people like their games that much. If it's like I find no value in it. Hamsey and Matt and you and Theo, do you find value in it?
Again, I keep forgetting it even exists until y'all bring it up.
None of us. But
you can't even find the energy to dislike it.
I'm sure there are people.
Wow.
But that's the reality. It's like I'm pretty sure there are people for whom it's a good service. Okay, never mind. You're right. I also question those people.
Yeah, it's like
damn, you did all that walking.
Conclusion.
Right. She treadmilled us, y'all. She did a bunch of walking, but went nowhere.
Because I was about to say, I was about to just say there are people for whom it has value. I'm pretty sure, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, that's just not a great service.
No, it's not.
That's just really bad service. It's just bad.
Ubisoft Plus. In my opinion, Ubisoft Plus would be fantastic if Game Pass and PS Plus didn't exist.
Sure.
No.
It'd be
EA
more
Play didn't
easy
exist.
to. It'd be easier
sell
to
it.
understand. It'd be easier to understand.
The
But
problem is
The
EA
problem
Play
is
also
we have
exists,
something.
and EA Play is a lot better.
Oh god.
And it's way
I
cheaper.
forgot EA Play.
I agree because
Yes,
EA Play is a lot better, and EA Play is cheap.
And they have better
Way
games.
cheaper. It's like
And they
the
have
third
better
of the
games.
price.
Sorry. And
For
they
the
have better
basic
games.
version.
So yeah. So okay, Ubisoft Plus.
Hell.
Well, no one's biting. No one is biting. Next, controversial. Okay, so the next topic, right? If if you would like to not comment or speak on it, just say no comment, and then we'll skip you, and then we'll move on. All right. The next topic is the controversial first-person game 6 Days in Fallujah announced early access dates. This is from Game Rant. So the game was originally announced way back in 2009 before being shut down due to controversy raised regarding its adherence to a real life conflict that it is based on. 6 Days in Fallujah was then revived and given a 2021 release window before being delayed again. It's set during the Iraq War and specifically focused on the harrowing Second Battle of Fallujah. The game delves into a sensitive and tragic chapter where numerous Iraqi civilians lost their lives at the hands of US and coalition forces. Would anyone like to nope out of this one before I even put the questions
You know
forward?
how I feel about military shooters already. So, yeah.
Cozy, if you were okay, I don't want to answer the question for you, but if you are passionate about something and you'd like to put a message out so people can have a extra context about what they consume and how it affects them, would it not be best to put out the information, or would you just rather keep it to yourself? That's the choice I'm putting to everyone on the panel.
All I'll say is I think there's something really. I personally think it's really wrong to make a game out of going to real places and killing real types of people. It seems just kind of weird and just all sorts of messed up, and
Okay, so shooters in general is not the problem. So like Doom, okay, so Doom's fine because it's demons.
Yes.
So even what's that game? Wolfenstein. Is that also something that for you is like
no,
this
that's
is also a
fine.
no?
That's fine.
Because it's Nazis.
No, it's not just that. I actually don't even like real world military shooters. Like, so even like historical ones.
Okay.
But
that one's a parallel universe where they won. So
yep, those alternate
it's a parallel
history.
universe. So once you change it to something that's a fictional,
it's not real
time period existence, it changes that whole thing for me. But it's like the realness aspect of it. I don't want to just do that.
Okay. Is that your last word on it?
Yeah.
All right, Theo, do you want to no comment this one? Do you have thoughts on 6 Days in Fallujah?
No, I mean, this is a game I've been hearing about for a long time and completely forgot that it was being it seems like actually
it was
released.
It was ready in
really?
2009. It was ready in 2009, but they didn't launch because of the uproar, and they were like, you know what? Let's give this one some time to breathe. It's 2021, and people are still like, So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely can understand what Cozy was saying. It is kind of weird to take an actual event that took place and turn it into a video game. And I mean, there's a few different arguments you can take with it. I mean, as a history standpoint, it's telling a story. You're seeing kind of, to a degree, what happened. But at the same time, it is kind of weird. I mean, you have people that actually were involved in this incident, and now they're seeing us, playing it and getting the platinum trophy for it, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, it's a little weird. Like I can kind of see that. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, if this is the game that this studio wants to make, I mean that's their right. But whether or not people are going to play it is a different story entirely. So
Would
it'll be
you play it?
interesting.
Yeah.
Would I play it? I mean, I might like check it out, but just to kind of see what it was and see what it's all about and see how they handle the subject matter. That's kind of the whole premise of my podcast. You know, we play games, see how they handle the themes, see how they handle these stories, and if they do those things well, and if they don't, then we're like, well, this is not very good. But I don't know that this would be necessarily a game that I would go out of my way to pick up and play, just because first-person shooters that are more realistic like this aren't really my jam to begin with. I prefer more like Destiny, Halo, those sort of things. Doom was one that y'all brought up as well.
All right. So it's their right to make, but you're still iffy on whether you're going to play it. So the extra context is that they actually went out to speak, not only speak to, but collaborate with like veterans and also some civilians that lived in the neighborhood, probably had relatives as well that were like affected in the whole thing. So, Matt,
yeah.
One, how do you feel about this game? And two, do you think the fact that they reached out to the people involved or some people involved, do you think that makes it more acceptable or no?
I mean, I guess good on them for reaching out. How I feel about the game, honestly, I've seen trailers of it a while ago. I honestly thought the game was canceled, but I saw trailers of it a while ago, and I was like, everyone was talking about the controversy with it, and I can see that, but at the same time, I watched the trailer and I'm like, that doesn't even really look good. Like, to me personally. Like, I don't know, maybe it looks a lot different now. I have no idea, but like, I had no interest in it simply because it didn't
look like just another Battlefield or something.
It looked like, yeah, like a kind of low budget that, and I'm just like, that is what it is. I would assume they don't have the budget of Battlefield, so that is what it is. But like, it didn't look super appealing to me, regardless of the controversy. Controversy on top of that, it's like, I see what Cozy's saying, especially for something, you know, relatively speaking, compared to other games that visit war scenarios, something so recent compared to most themes or most realistic themes. You know, I can see why people might not choose to support that. But at the same time, I also agree with Theo. If it's the game they want to make, then I'm not going to tell them they can't make it. So they can make it, and people will play it. They'll support it, and other people will not. But yeah, I'm not too hyped to check it out, honestly.
Cozy, Matt brings up a very important point that I forgot to make a follow-up question of, which is, does the recency matter? Or for you, is it, dude, even if it's World War One?
Something I really don't play. I don't play like a lot of, I guess, even historical games. I like my games to escape from the realness of what has happened in the world.
So, like the Assassin's Creed is set in the American Revolution, for example. That one is a definite no for you.
I don't. Well, you know, I don't how I feel about Assassin's Creed in general.
Okay, fair enough.
Loves it.
Ham, would you like to know part of this one?
No, I'm fine. I can.
And moving along. Oh,
what?
Sorry.
Dang, that was rude.
No, seriously, no. Delay. Go ahead, Ham.
Yeah. So I see this game, and you know, I can see, you know, where Cozy lies, where she just doesn't want to play those type of games and whatnot. Just like, in my opinion, there's books that I don't want to read, or TV shows that you won't catch me watching. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is just art, and you choose if you want to support it or not. What I don't want to do is start limiting all these people in what art is or should be. I will have my opinion on it and say, yo, I don't fuck with that. I don't like that. Or better yet, I hope it fails. I'll say that right on out there about some stuff that I don't like. I hope it fails because I really don't like that. But what I'm not going to do is tell, hey, get on the phone and call bro and tell him to make this game this way instead of that way. Fuck his vision.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. And I don't like that attitude or the whole ideology of think like herd, move like herd. Like, no. Have your own opinion. Say what you got to say, sure. Say what you got to say, sure. But at the same time, remember your audience. Remember your audience. Because if you're going to come out and say some crazy shit or do some crazy shit, expect some crazy results. I mean, you come out there with a game like this, and let's take the context out of it. They didn't hit up any of those people to talk about this game. They just dropped it. Say those people get on the phone and be like, yo, it didn't go like this at all. This didn't happen. Yada, yada. The more smoke that game would deserve. Absolutely. But the fact of the matter is they actually went out of their way and talked to some of these people. And hey, let's turn this head around and say, what if it was Iraqi soldiers in America or something like that? Let's do some crazy the line like the line type game, you know? What's that game?
Nuts. Spec Ops The Line.
Spec Ops The Line. Yeah, let's go down the Spec Ops The Line road real quick.
Nuts.
Where you're literally killing American soldiers in that game.
Would you play that game, Cozy?
No.
Well, she's not into killing anything that has to do with reality.
No, no. Hold on. We spoke about Wolfenstein, where because it's in an alternate universe where something happened that never happened in reality. The Iraqi army invading the US and doing something like the line, like what you said, also never happened. So we could also consider that to be an alternate universe. No?
Wait, what's it about?
Spec Ops The Line is Americans.
Just set it up.
It's American soldiers not in America. Basically killing American soldiers. Yeah, in Dubai killing American soldiers.
No.
The story gets really fucking crazy.
Nope.
It's a twist.
Spoilers, man. Spoilers.
It's a twist. Well, there's no spoilers. Not giving you spoilers, but it's a crazy game.
No. You figure out you're killing American soldiers pretty much at the beginning.
Pretty quick. Yeah, you figure that out.
Right at the beginning. What you figure out later is insane.
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm just saying, like, if you were to turn it around and go like Spec Ops The Line, or even, you know, wilder or crazier, and you know how we always have video games like Call of Duty where it's like you're going versus Russia, right? Let's say Modern Warfare 3. You're going versus Russia in that game a ton. And like they, you know, go into the UK and ruin that and whatnot. And you have to go in there with, you know, your crew and whatnot and take. Let's flip that around. We wouldn't like it, sure, right? We probably wouldn't.
But yeah, I guess you guys, because for me,
sure, yeah, Americans probably would hate that, right?
Yeah,
for me, it's whatever.
Probably.
But is it any more foul? No, it's not. It's the exact same thing. So if you're okay with this type of art, why even freak out or even waste the energy for somebody else's art? Just don't give them your money. Just don't support it. That's just my thought. I mean, it is what it is. And sometimes things that you see suck. I mean, going on to Steam, going through some of the games, you should see some of the games on Steam.
Oh God, it's terrible.
Y'all want to talk about inappropriate games?
Get on the
they
Switch
haven't
as
been
well.
shopping on Steam.
Yeah.
Get on that Switch storefront and see some of those games too. Ooh. Not good.
I mean, hell, even console games back in the day, bro. Console games, cartridge games. Crazy. So, like, just because it looks so much more realistic now is probably why people are all up in their feelings. Because they're like, ooh, that touches a lot more than it did in the 90s. Because these pixels are on point.
Real quick.
Yeah, I'm done.
Venomous Viper says he's a veteran, and he doesn't care about the game. I thought it's interesting to share the perspective of someone that served. It's unfortunate we don't have anyone from that region specifically to give us, not from Fallujah, but like from the general, you know. Anyway, moving on to an even worse story. PlayStation is being investigated over digital game prices. So this is from the Game Bible. Yeah. Andrew Tate and his friends in Romania. So PlayStation is under fire from Romania's competition council, which claims the company is taking advantage of its dominant position in the console market by only allowing digital games to be sold through its PlayStation Store and not third-party sellers. The council will be conducting an investigation of PlayStation's digital sales, believing the gaming giant is attempting to maximize profits by only allowing digital games to be sold through its own store, where the price of games can easily be controlled. Theo, do you have a... Go ahead, Cozy. Go ahead.
I was going to say they're the only ones that do that. Xbox and Nintendo both allow third parties.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, guys. I'm not even gonna keep try and control.
I was gonna put that out there, and then back to Theo.
So I guess I don't really understand that they're saying that you can't buy games for PlayStation on third party sellers,
like Amazon, like digital games, like another thing that people bring up, like what Cozy was talking about. Like if I go to a CD key site, which is very prominent for like PC games, I can get a key for a game on Xbox, on Nintendo, PlayStation. That is not the case. You will not find that because there's just no keys.
Okay. So you can't like get something like Spider-Man for PS5 or something digitally on these other outlets. Okay. Okay. I did not know that. I'm looking at Amazon right now. I did not know that.
Weird.
I'm learning a lot of things today. Ubisoft Plus is a thing. This is a thing.
Come on, dude. Leave Ubisoft Plus alone. It's bullying at this point.
The best deal in gaming, Luke.
The best deal in gaming. I gotta be honest. I don't. Either I'm too ignorant to speak on this topic, or I don't necessarily know enough to have an opinion either way. But if it's some kind of like, did they say it was some sort of like abuse of their position or something like that?
Yeah. So, translated press release from the Romanian Competition Council states the competition authority has indications that Sony may have abused its dominant position in the video game console market, both by selling online games compatible with PlayStation consoles exclusively through the PlayStation Store platform and by prohibiting the sale of game activation codes video compatible with PlayStation consoles by competing distributors. So your Amazons and stuff.
Yeah. Maybe y'all can enlighten me a little bit then as to like how this is necessarily an issue. And I'm not asking that to be combative or anything like that. I'm just kind of curious, like, is this an issue? How is it an issue?
If you want to be combative, well, that's also very welcome. Yeah, Matt, go ahead.
So yeah, it's like it really just comes down to the fact that the competition being Xbox and Nintendo, they're doing it, and Sony being the position that they have in gaming. I'm imagining, I haven't read the same thing that Loke read. I'm imagining that the argument being made is the position that Sony has in gaming. They're also leveraging this to like we decide when things go on sale. We decide the price for what things are. It doesn't matter what Amazon wants. It doesn't matter what Walmart, like any other third-party seller, doesn't matter what they say because they're not having any of it. So it's like it's our decision. They're deciding. We're just keeping it all to ourselves, as opposed to spreading it out. As I'm guessing that's the general gist of what Loke has read.
Okay. Yeah, I guess now that I think about it this way, with them having a digital only system, it kind of doesn't make sense for them to limit. Well, I guess there's two sides of the coin there. It doesn't make sense for them to not allow those digital purchases on places like Amazon or wherever it is when you have people that only have a digital system.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if they have that digital only system, they probably want to keep people in the ecosystem, giving them money directly instead of going through some other means of getting the money. Yeah.
Theo, you're about to learn something else now. When I read this, I was like, this is typical Sony. Everyone likes to say that I'm a super Sony guy and I don't criticize Sony. Dude, when I saw this, I was like, typical toxic ass Sony. Did you know, Theo, that if you live on the continent of Africa, right? Sony believes there's only one country on this continent. So it's just South Africa, which is the same thing with Xbox, right? Everyone on the continent is forced to set their location to South Africa. If you're trying to be as the least fraudulent as possible, because it's fraud. You're putting in a location where you don't live, right? You're trying to be as least fraudulent as you want, so you pick the only country in your continent. Did you know that on Xbox, whether it's a credit card, cash card, whatever card you want from any bank, it just freaking works. You can buy whatever the hell you want on Xbox. On PlayStation, you know what PlayStation does? PlayStation tells you to pack your shit and move to South Africa. It doesn't take cards if you don't live in South Africa. So you know what happens to every single PlayStation gamer in Africa? We are forced to either risk our banking details by going to these shady sites, right? Or do the fraud, get us that sweet VPN. Next thing we live in freaking Barbados or the US or Canada or Australia if you want to get games real quick or early or whatever. Which messes up all the metrics. Because as far as business development is concerned, you need to have as many active players or lights, whatever, in Mozambique, for example, to justify marketing investment, to justify distribution of consoles, etc., etc. Man, this is why I get pissed off with all the people. Just get a VPN. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Why is it that you guys can do everything proper and we have to get the shit end of the stick? No. We're going to do the things properly. So when Microsoft's doing their stats checks, when PlayStation is doing their stat checks, they're like, bro, we have 300,000 people playing in Nigeria. We need to add Nigeria to the database. And from Nigeria, we need to go to Ethiopia. We need to open up freaking lobbies for Tekken and all that in Namibia. Because we have
creating that fraud further
it doesn't help us. There's no one in Africa playing.
Exactly. It further shows that there is no data that needs to be collected there.
Mhm.
In other words, which is what you've been saying for the longest time, we still don't exist. In your opinion, which is
so it's not shocking.
Which is wild that you have like I just find it wild that there are people saying take my money, and there are companies out there that are just like, is it money though? like they ask you back a question like you
Oh my
like you didn't just get off of work for 10 hours something like that.
Oh my god, dude!
Like, I've never thought about it like
here. Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I never thought about it like that. Just that now that you have to do the things you have to do for PlayStation to get their games. Now they're not going to invest in that area because they're seeing the data. Like no one here is buying shit.
They're just like South Africa's popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People love South Africa. What's going on down there?
We got more people playing PlayStation than even live there in South Africa.
They moved Sony headquarters to South Africa.
Exactly. South Africa has a 45 million population. There's like freaking 600 million people playing PlayStations, and everyone is fine with that
Jim
statistic.
Ryan's about to buy a house down there, I think.
My God,
Jim Ryan.
My God.
Dang,
So,
I didn't know all that. Thanks for enlightening me on that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. So circling back to the main point. So sorry. Let me finish this off. Let me finish it all the way off. You know the Xbox app on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox app works anywhere in Africa. The PlayStation app only works in South Africa. So it's just reinforcing. It's reinforcing that, yo, you want to get the best out of this white box? You need to pack your shit and go to the only country that actually exists. The only country that has Wi-Fi. I don't even know how I'm talking to you guys. According to Sony, we don't even have internet in this motherfucker. I don't know how we talk.
Do you even have electricity?
I don't know how Ham sent me these headphones. I don't even know how I sent him money to buy the damn headphones.
Yeah, do you have mailboxes down there? What's going on?
Dude, am I even real? I'm probably like artificial intelligence. Someone at Sony is like, oh, there's no Mozambican streaming on TSWS Gaming. That's fake, all right? And we have data to prove it. Just put on these VR goggles after you pay another $500 and we'll show you that it's fake. Anyways, Venomous Viper says, sorry for that, Log 7, but your anger is funny. Dude,
if
I'm not even trying to be funny right now.
If Activision gets purchased, cloud gaming is going to explode in Mozambique.
Oh, man. It's going to be off the charts.
I hope it goes through. Honestly. We already have 5G because China is investing heavily in Mozambique.
You have
because
5G?
of the whole communist because of the whole communist past that our government has. We have very strong ties with China. So like our internet, the speeds are just ridiculous, and the prices are getting cheaper and cheaper by the day. So as soon as this thing closes, I might just become another version of Cozy, just streaming everything. Superman, hey, welcome Superman. Superman says Africa has one resident, and his name is Elon Musk. Wakanda doesn't want Sony. Oh God, Wakanda doesn't want Sony. Wakanda doesn't want Sony to know about them, and Wakanda hogs the Wi-Fi. All right,
you live in the hidden city, right? You live in the hidden city.
Gotta protect that vibranium.
Lord. Okay, so Theo, that's why I was saying that I'm not even surprised by the fact that Nintendo and Xbox are doing what they can to like not screw the consumer. You have to be very bad to be worse than Nintendo in anything when it comes to consumer rights, in my opinion.
That is true.
Yeah.
But hey, man, Sony once again outdoing themselves. Hamathi, had you given your take on this whole investigation by the Romania Competition Council?
No.
Go ahead, man.
No. I mean, like, I'm good.
Yeah, Okay. Anyone else want to give a stab at this? We're moving
It's been
on.
covered very well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still seething. My legs are shaking right now. Just
Open
thinking
sea.
about it.
As usual.
Okay, let's go to something to put a smile on our faces. A new report reveals more info inside Redfall's troubled development. So,
Yeah.
per
I
Also,
love
a
talking
quick-
about
Now Matt's
Redfall.
seething. Now Matt's seething.
I love it.
quickly, Theo, did you play Redfall?
I did not, but I heard
did.
a lot of things about it.
I'm sure he did.
Ooh. All right,
You
let's
missed
get
up
into
on
the
a
article.
fantastic opportunity, bud.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we're still getting into it. Ham, and Matt are still gonna get back into Redfall in a couple of months, as soon as there's like a window. Anyway,
Yeah,
per
60
a new
FPS
Bloomberg,
window.
Yeah, right. Give me that
come
patch.
on, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that's not gonna happen.
We beat it at 30.
Okay.
Next to 60.
Okay, real quick. Seriously, if it had a 60 patch, would you be like stoked?
I need the 60
like,
fat
I can't
patch.
wait to get back into it, or you
I
don't
wouldn't
care?
be stoked. I'd just try it.
So I
If-
had fun with it, but I need the 60 patch. I need the 60 patch so I don't get motion sick.
Yeah, because
Oh, so-
right now, it's not even the fact that it's 30. It's the fact that it's not a good 30. Like
Does it, like,
it's
go below it?
it often goes below it.
Oh,
Like very often. It's fully broken. That game is nowhere near finished. I'm sorry, I don't know how it got released. But like, if to answer Luke's question, if it had 60, I'd be excited just for the fact that hey, if they add 60, then maybe that means they'll give this game a chance. Maybe they'll put some effort into it. But I could also see the reality in which that's not the case. So, we'll see.
wow.
Cozy,
We will see.
It's like
Because you said you had
imagining the
fun with it.
effort. It's like imagining the effort put behind Las Vegas if they made gambling illegal.
If
place
they
is
made
just
gambling what?
illegal.
Oh,
Yeah, I was having fun with it.
Just think about Las Vegas without gambling.
that'd be
Desert.
bad.
It's a dirty spot.
Just a desert. Just a bunch of dirt.
Damn. So like the Lakers before LeBron showed up.
Mm.
Terrible.
The Lakers currently.
Terrible.
Is that what you meant?
Sit down, Ham Solo. Sit
Those dudes
down.
are in Cancun. Those dudes on
You
the
mean
beach.
sit
You
down
know
like
what?
LeBron
You know what?
James is
We're
probably doing right now?
We are going to talk about your beloved Redfall. There's no diverting this one, all right? Per a new
LeBron-
Bloomberg report.
I wonder if LeBron's playing Redfall right now.
Per
I wonder if he's playing Redfall. He's got plenty of time. It's what, 25 hours, something like that. He's got time.
Oh
He
my
can do that.
god. Okay.
They
Let's
got
leave
all the time in the
LeBron.
world, but
I
those
should-
Lakers.
You know what? My bad. I shouldn't have brought up the Lakers. Per a new Bloomberg report, Redfall began a multiplayer game under ZeniMax with a big focus on live service elements. In the report, there are many reasons given for the state of Redfall at launch, including a lack of clear direction and the development team being understaffed. It states that by the end of Redfall's development, around 70% of the staff that had worked on Prey had left Arcane Austin, with filling vacant positions also being a challenge. Damn, they got gutted. Theo, with everything that you heard, because you didn't get to play, does this now make sense? This new report, does it make sense?
Before he answers real quick, I just want to give a round of applause to ZeniMax. I mean, what a cover-up. What a cover-up. None of us seen. I mean, 70 people just left, and we didn't hear nothing
we had no
about
idea.
it.
70%, dude. It's worse than 70%.
70%.
Or I mean, percent people.
Yeah, that's
70
wild.
that's a big number still.
That's the whole team. That's the whole team, dude.
That might as well
Everyone's
be the whole team.
It's like
The
most of
30%
the studio.
is like the cleaning lady, maybe the security guard, and the one programmer that is like his first job. So he needs to
that last
in his
episode of Fresh Prince where Will Smith walks in and everyone's gone. That's how that's how it looked up there.
God damn. Hey, Venomous Viper coming in with the defense force. He says 70% was contractors. I
Oh,
don't know, man. I read
so
the
they didn't replace
article.
them.
That's something that needs to.
They said literally, I'm quoting. You know what? Let me put the article. Let me put the link to the article in the
I got
chat.
the
'Cause
article right here. Do you want me to
I don't want it
highlight
to
something?
sound like dude, I don't want anyone to think I'm capping or whatever. It says in the article 70% of the staff that had worked on Prey had left Arcane Austin, with filling vacant positions also being a challenge. They didn't say contractors. Maybe contractors made up part of the 70%. But the article specifically mentions the Arcane Austin staff that worked on Prey, which is one of the reasons why everyone was so super psyched about Redfall.
Yeah.
But the team was gone. Superman says the lead dev was the janitor. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Theo, with this information, does it now make sense? Oh, sorry. First off, does it now make sense how it came out? And second, is Microsoft too hands off with the development? Because clearly they weren't keeping a tight leash on this one.
Yeah, it definitely makes a lot more sense as to how the game came out in the state that it wasn't, or at least from what I've heard. Again, I haven't played the game, so I can't speak to that degree. But I think it was, and I think this article even mentions the kind of funny interview that they did with Phil Spencer, and he was even saying that they were too hands off with the game, and that. I mean that's probably a delicate line to even walk to begin with. You know, you don't want to be too overbearing. You know, you don't want to be micromanaging them, but you don't want to be so hands off that it's just like, you know, they can just do whatever. So I think this shows that probably their approach was definitely a little too lax. But I think given so there's two things with this. One is with the state that this game came out in and the flack that they got, I think it's a good kick in the pants for them going forward with Starfield, you know, because the other side of that is when the game came out and they said they were hands off, I was like, man, that has me nervous for Starfield. You know, I'm no Sony pony. No, I play games on just about any platform. As long as it's a good game, I'll play it. But we all know how these Bethesda games typically launch. They're kind of buggy. They're a little rocky. And so if Xbox is hands off with Starfield, how's that game going to look? Right?
Well, Phil Spencer in that interview was, I mean, he seemed to make it abundantly clear, like everything that we did wrong with Arcane and Redfall, we everything, all the attention we should have been given to them, we gave it all to Bethesda.
Okay.
We gave it all to Bethesda. They've had people as soon as that acquisition went through and they could legally do it. He made it clear that they've been there with them, like on like front lines, making sure this runs the way it needs to run.
Okay.
On the hardware it needs to run on.
No, again, thank you for that clarification.
Yeah,
I totally missed that. But
for anyone that took the time, go ahead. No, finish.
Oh, I was just gonna say, man. The other thing I'll say is like, man, I would hate to be the developers working on Starfield because there's so much pressure now on them.
It's a lot of pressure.
And man,
this game 7. This is game 7.
Is going to be buggy. There's no way Starfield does not have a lot of bugs. You cannot make a game like that.
Yeah, it's gonna have
and
bugs.
have it not be buggy.
Yeah,
Cozy. Real quick, let's deviate just a little bit. If Starfield launches with minimal to no bugs, does that make it an automatic masterpiece? If it's essentially Fallout and Skyrim in space with almost no bugs.
Yes, because I don't think it's possible from a development standpoint to make that sort of game and have it have little to no bugs.
Right.
That would be a feat. That would definitely be a huge feat.
Again, we're going back to Redfall. ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
If you actually read,
you were talking about something
the
fun.
article,
Come on now.
Trying to get him to
You were
run.
talking about something good. I mean, come
no.
on, man. We've been
I
talking
think-
about so
I'm
much
taking
mid
you back.
today.
I'm sitting.
We've been
no,
talking
man.
about
Ham,
so much mid
Ham,
today.
Ham.
We
We are
have
gonna
all this
in it.
awesome stuff to talk
So,
about. We talking
look
about all
this.
this shit.
You guys, I
Ham,
gotta
Ham,
run.
you know how
I gotta run
6-year-olds
and get back
get
to my
into the
meeting.
mud?
Oh,
come on,
Cozy's
Cozy.
got to get out of here. Lo,
Okay,
Cozy
back
just said
to
she
my
has.
meeting.
All right. Let's
All right,
let's
see
do
you,
the
Cozy.
quiz. Let's do the quiz. Hold on, Cozy. Don't you have 5 minutes for the quiz? Come on.
No, I do not have 5 minutes for the quiz.
God damn it. All right.
Rip.
Bye bye. Later.
See
Ham
ya.
Solo, we are gonna stew. We're gonna stew in the mid. That is Redfall. So if anyone read the
we've
article,
been stewing in mid. I don't know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
For anyone that's curious about Redfall, if you didn't read the article, it also says that it wasn't Microsoft's insistence that the game get released. So this is to Viper's point, who said, so Microsoft and Phil Spencer are not to blame. They're not to blame in terms of supervising it, but sorry. They are to blame in terms of not supervising it enough, but they're not to blame in terms of making the game and releasing it, because ZeniMax were actually the ones who insisted on the game coming out or being developed before the acquisition even happened. They were doing it to inflate their value to Microsoft. They were selling Redfall to Microsoft as like, this is going to be a big cash cow in the future. So that also added to the value of the sale of ZeniMax. So no, Microsoft and Phil Spencer, Redfall was not their baby. They just took it as it came. It came with the product.
You made it sound like it got dropped off at the fire station.
Hey man, it just happened. Ham Solo, is Microsoft too hands off?
They were. I feel like I agree with a lot that
Theo?
Yeah, Theo. I apologize. I'm still
okay, man.
learning about you, brother. So I agree with a lot of what Theo just got done saying, especially with the whole like needing a kick in the butt. What and K Mega has said this numerous times on GRG, which will be on there tonight, and I'm sure he's gonna say something similar to this as well. This is literally, this couldn't have been the most perfect time to fuck up for Microsoft. Putting out a bad game, let's say, what was it, 4 months before the big, the big dog that you actually been caring about and taking care of and nurturing and, doing your dang thing with comes out. I mean, that's exactly what we're looking for. Because the thing is, to me, is like, I'm happy Phil Spencer said what he said about Starfield versus Redfall. Like, we had all our whole team over here, not so much over here. That makes me feel like Starfield's in good hands.
Yeah.
But thinking forward is what I'm more or less thinking about when I'm saying like perfect timing for Redfall to fuck up. Because if they had another clunker coming out right after Starfield, I mean, we already seen Forza. We know that ain't gonna be no clunker.
Yeah.
Right.
It ain't gonna be what?
It ain't gonna be no clunker.
Yeah.
The worst thing Forza can do is just crash. That's the worst thing that game can do is crash. Just repeatedly crash.
Yeah.
But as for I feel like Redfall put Perfect Dark on notice. Put Fable on notice. It put Avowed on notice. Saying, I'm walking into the fire for you guys. I am getting stabbed in the hand on the cross for you right now. Redfall. I'm Redfall. I'm getting killed so you guys don't have to die. I feel like that's exactly what Redfall was, and it's unfortunate because I was really looking for Redfall. I know there are several people that were thinking, that's going to be up against Starfield as game of the year. People were saying that last year. People were really excited for that game. And it's really sad to see what happened to it. But, what better game to do it than a new IP? Something that you're not attached to already. Could you imagine if Perfect Dark came out? Xbox would have been known as the company that ruins nostalgia.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So thank goodness it was a new IP. Thank goodness it wasn't Starfield coming out first looking like that. And thank goodness it's not anything in the future and they made this mistake now so we could hold them accountable and they could go back into the room just being like, we can't do that shit again. That was nasty.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at on this whole thing.
I feel like Redfall 2 is gonna sell like millions of copies. Welcome.
I get millions of minutes. That's about it.
A Cracked Lens 97 says Redfall is an excuse to say, "Hey, we release games." Oh, damn! They're not good, but at least they come out.
It seemed like they put as many bandages on it as they could and just got it out the door.
Pretty much. Real quick, Ham, you're talking about the dependability of Forza. I look at Forza as the third inevitable. There's death, there's Texas, and there's Forza. The quality,
death in Texas, and oh my goodness, that almost went over my head.
Texas.
Oh, Texas! I thought you said Texas.
Yes.
No, Texas. That's Texas.
Oh God.
Texas. It's Texas.
Essentially, what I'm saying is,
if big and bright. God damn.
I had to resist everything within me not to end that with "Deep in the Heart of Texas" and then clap.
Hey, Cozy likes to sing that song, and then I finish it, and then I finish it, and then she's like, "Dude, how can you say you're not from Texas? You know the song." Right. Oh, come on, Ham Solo. It's just music. Anyway, what I was saying, the reason I was using that analogy is that if we're betting on games the way people bet on fights on matches. Dude, you can bet that when Forza comes out, it is the pinnacle of driving simulation in video games. At least on console. That's just me.
I'm still drooling over the demo.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing that beats Forza. Yeah. Now, the next time I compliment PlayStation, can we all remember that I just said Forza is head and shoulders above everyone else when it comes to console driving simulation? Can you remember that? Can we?
No.
We called you a pony. We didn't call you crazy. Everybody knows that Forza.
Oh my God.
Great.
I mean, exactly.
All right. Matt, is Microsoft too hands off?
Turismo had to make VR to stay relevant. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Dude. Don't get me started. Turismo. Turismo is a mess. They've ruined my childhood with the last two games they've done. They've ruined it. But to answer your question,
let's stay on topic. Let's do that.
I mean, like Cam said, with this specific thing, they were far too hands off. It's something it's got to be a lesson going forward.
Wait. Not in general, because we've heard about Xbox being hands off with devs.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so what I mean is, like, with this specific thing, like, this is going to be, or this should be. We heard Phil Spencer in that interview. It sounds like this is the catalyst that makes them that gets them to decide to not be so hands off, to maybe butt their heads in every now and then and say how they feel about stuff and what should be happening. Now, obviously, you don't want, them just going in and canceling everything left and right. Like, you want some, like, obvious, like, do due process, look at things and see how it's actually going. But like, I feel like this is probably the thing that needed to happen for them to acknowledge that, hey, maybe sometimes it's okay to be hands-on every now and then when it comes to, you know, running a $1 billion corporation. Like, maybe we should be hands-on sometimes. And I feel like this is something that needed to happen to get to that point. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it going forward. So, I mean, at the very least, Phil Spencer said all the right things in that interview to be like, okay, this doesn't sound like it's going to happen again. At the very least. So.
All right. Silent Cipher says even a broken clock is right twice a day, just like ponies.
Exactly. Just like Loke.
As soon, Cipher, as soon as I get Street Fighter, dude. As soon as I get Street Fighter, you're gonna block me. You're gonna block me on Xbox.
What are you getting that on?
I'm getting on Xbox, dude. I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it another 1,000 times. Every time there is a third-party game, as soon as it's a third-party game, I'm getting it on the console that knows that I exist. All right, the only games I'm getting on PlayStation are the exclusives, and not all of the exclusives. They can keep Final Fantasy racist. That's fine. If Spider-Man 2 comes out, I'm copying that shit. But everything else, if it's third party, Metal Gear, the whole collection that they announced and whatever, the whole PlayStation showcase, besides Spider-Man, I'm getting on an Xbox. I like those anime styled games, just like Scarlet Nexus that we played together. Was it last year or the year before, Ham? I think it was the year before last.
We didn't play it together.
We played Scarlet Nexus. No, as in we played at the same time.
Oh,
and we both agreed. Game of the year, contender, etc., etc.
Facts. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of games that were reminiscent of Scarlet Nexus and Tales of Arise. And as soon as I found out they're third party, I was like, thank God I don't have to buy this on the PlayStation. I'll just buy it on Xbox. Why? Because on Xbox, it just freaking works. Silent Cipher says, I've already got it. What's the holdup? Dude, life, man. $60. That's life.
How many other topics do you have? Because I'm kind of curious.
We're done. We're done.
We're done. Okay, so maybe should I add a topic or no?
Go ahead.
Because I'm kind of curious, especially for Theo, like what his anticipation is. Because next week, at the beginning of the week, I mean, obviously we still have a bull sitting before the Xbox showcase, but we don't have another bull sitting before the Summer Game Fest. So I figured briefly, let's talk about what we think is going to be there. Because it's just kind of interesting. I mean, with, Nintendo dropping Big Boy Tears of the Kingdom down, PlayStation having its what the F is this showcase, and then Xbox having being in a place where they may want to hold on to their own cards. What do you think could possibly be shown at Jeff Keighley's showcase? And I'm actually going to point out, I'm not going to let anybody choose to go first. I'm going to point you out first, Loke, because you're the one that asked all the questions. So this is your chance to answer one.
Okay. I mean,
go ahead, Theo. Theo, you go first.
Wait, okay.
You go first.
Theo can go. I don't care.
Okay. Special guest. Let him be special.
I mean, dude, it's it is hard to kind of guess what's going to be there. I mean, Xbox is obviously going to save a lot of their stuff for their own showcase, and they've even said that some of the games that are going to be there, like it's not going to be just Starfield. So I'm thinking, we're definitely going to get Fable over there because they've been teasing that.
I'm talking about the summer showcase, not even the Xbox showcase.
Just
Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, the Summer Game Fest. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, I just misheard. I have no idea what they could even show. I'm looking at some of the partners they have there and kind of what they could be showing. I mean, I see Bandai Namco on the list. We'll probably see a lot more Armored Core there, which will be out in August. They're probably going to want to show more of that game off. CD Projekt just announced that they're doing like didn't they say that they're announcing like or they broke off to new studios, or they're doing new Witcher side content or something like that?
Oh yeah, I thought you were going to mention the DLC for Cyberpunk.
Oh well, they could even do that too. Yeah. So I mean, we could see that. I see Netflix on there. Maybe they're going to announce a new TV series. I don't.
Well, they got games now though.
Yeah.
They're doing games.
They took Joseph Staten and that dude from Sony Santa Monica. Working on a game now for Netflix.
Man, they poached PlayStation and Xbox at the top tier.
Man.
Yep.
Well, I hope they come out swinging. But I think that's kind of what off the top of my head that I'm looking here. I see Second Dinner on there, and they made Marvel Snap, which is a game that I'm very invested in. If anybody follows me on Twitter, that's pretty much all I tweet about most of the time. So they'll probably show off they'll probably have some marketing there for Marvel Snap and maybe the new season. But I think that's all I can really think of off the top of my head, just kind of looking at some of these companies that are listed.
All right, how about you, Matt?
I think
Venomous Sniper. Hold on, Matt. Hold on. Venomous Sniper coming in hot. He says Kojima Xbox game on the Summer Game Fest. Guys, if this happened, oh my god,
that would make sense.
Wild.
That makes. I was gonna say because Kojima, Keely loves Joe.
He's supposed to be
Jokima. Keely loves
Jokima.
Yeah,
this man got Jokic and Kojima mixed up.
Jokima. Oh my god!
The greatest.
Jokima. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Keely loves Kojima, so I would expect. Obviously, I would expect we'll see Death Stranding 2. I mean, that wasn't at PlayStation Showcase. I would imagine that'll be at the Summer Games Fest because it's Kojima and Jeff Keighley. And then, I mean, I don't think it's insane to suggest we see the Xbox. Like, I feel like if the Xbox game by Kojima is ready to be shown, I think it would definitely make sense to show at the Summer Games Fest while Kojima's already there. Like, it makes perfect sense if it's ready to be shown. Hashtag Jokima 3 times in the chat.
Man.
Okay.
Welcome, Boogeyman.
Jokem Noah.
Oh my god. So you agree? So you agree that there's a chance that the Kojima game gets announced?
I think it makes sense. If it's ready to be shown, I think it makes perfect sense to be there.
Well, Viper, I'm a bite off of what you said here, the same way Matt did with the Kojima thing. I've been noticing the Cyberpunk sales on the Xbox store, and the whole marketing deal. I don't think they have a marketing deal, but they've just been marketing a lot with Xbox specifically. I think Cyberpunk is coming to Game Pass. Either it's going to get announced at the Summer Game Fest, whatever, or at the Xbox Showcase. But by the end of this month, or by the beginning of next month, I think Cyberpunk will be on Game Pass. They're getting chummy with CD Projekt Red the same way they got chummy with EA before they put EA Play on Game Pass. Remember, Ham? Suddenly you had 4 or 5 of these Madden games that almost never went on sale. Never went on sale before the next calendar year. Suddenly you started seeing a whole bunch of NFL or NBA Live games when they still released NBA Live. You started seeing those sports titles, FIFA and them, going on sale all the time before like December on Xbox. And then the next thing, they've got deals. It looked like they have a marketing deal, and then EA Play joined Game Pass. I think Cyberpunk's coming to Game Pass.
That would be
That'd
be like the biggest get they've ever got.
Not just that. It also works for both parties because the people that were going to buy Cyberpunk have already bought Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So I'm saying
talking about,
most people. What the people that
never mind.
were
I thought you were saying
interested
something else.
the people that were interested, even slightly interested, it's been on sale 1,000 times now. Once it goes on Game Pass, and because of the DLC that's coming, CD Projekt Red is going to want as many people as possible buying the DLC upgrade. So even if they just download it through Game Pass and then buy the DLC after they enjoy it, it's a double win for CD Projekt Red. So there, Ham. That's my prediction.
Especially like how they did Red Dead 2 in Game Pass, where they got everyone invested. They had it in there all summer, and then at the end of summer, they just took it out.
Bro,
I could see them doing that for Cyberpunk. Like, get you invested. DLC's coming this year, and then they just take it out, and you're like, shit, I gotta buy it real quick. So it makes perfect sense.
Man.
Oh Lord, we have another Ark Survival fan here, Ham Solo. Boogeyman says, I think we will see Ark Survival ascended at the Xbox Showcase. They've been chummy, and that's gonna launch around August. Oh my goodness.
That's correct, and I would love it. I would absolutely love it. There's supposed to be some pretty dope new things in
with Vin Diesel.
No. So that's Ark.
It's about family.
I don't got dinosaurs. I got family.
That's more or less. That's more or less Ark 2. Ark Survival Ascended is gonna be Ark 1, but in Unreal Engine 5 with new things to do gameplay wise.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to look absolutely nuts. They're supposed to. I mean, if anybody out there is familiar with playing it. They're supposed to be like babies that you can raise, like baby dinosaurs that you can raise, instead of having to make eggs yourself or find a match and whatnot.
Riveting stuff.
It is. It's as riveting. It's a lot more riveting than hearing you and Silent go back and forth about Street Fighter. So, anyways, yes.
Oh my God! Silent says Vin D's nuts.
I tell you,
I like. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your point.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see that get announced for sure, Boogeyman. Really looking forward to that, and I actually didn't even think about that for the showcase. Really, as for my particular picks. I know CD Projekt Red's going to be there, so Cyberpunk's really interesting. I'm interested to see how this whole Netflix thing is going and what games that they could possibly have over there. Not saying that I'm dying to go play over there, but I just find it interesting that, this whole cloud gaming thing is a big deal. And you think about Netflix and how many subscribers and stuff that they got over there. It's just like, yo, this
also can confirm all of their games work with the Xbox controller, which also another plus. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Ham.
No, you're good.
The Xbox controller connects to any iPhone and any Android phone. The PlayStation controller is picky. I haven't been able to connect it to many phones. I'm just adding that real quick. If Netflix gets their shit together, boom.
No, I'm wondering, with gaming, are you only able to play that through like phones?
What, Netflix?
Yeah,
I can't imagine. You gotta be able to play it on TV, right?
Dude, you can. But what am I doing? Why am I putting on a TV? I have a PS5. I have a Series X. I have a Series S. What are we doing here? The only reason, for me at least,
what I'm saying is, can you go on? Can you turn on the PS5, turn on Netflix, and play a game?
I've never tried that.
I haven't.
I feel like PlayStation would lock that down.
Redundant, probably, but it also feels kind of redundant.
Like get rid of Netflix.
Why would you turn on?
Just kick it off the platform.
My question to that is, Ham, why would you turn on some of the most powerful pieces of hardware on the planet to play a Netflix game? If you've played any Netflix game, it's not great. It's not like amazing, riveting stuff. It's like basic
Let's wait for Joseph
waste
Staten.
30
Yeah, that's what I'm
seconds.
saying.
Waste
Right
30
now, that's
seconds of your
true.
life.
Right now, it's true. But the talent they're taking from across the industry. I can't imagine Joseph Staten's making a side scroller. I really can't.
What if they don't even
He's making
put
a
it on?
new.
I was gonna say, what if they don't even
Walking
put it
Dead
on?
game.
making a Halo killer?
Oh,
Is
here we
making a
go.
what?
Huh?
All right, are we done with your showcase predictions, Ham Solo?
Yeah, I think we're done with this one. We'll talk about it again next week for the Xbox one.
Okay. Yeah. Venomous Viper agrees
Pretty
with me.
excited.
What's the point of using Netflix through a console? What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Anyways,
what if they don't even put
dude-
it on Netflix? They just release a game and it's under like a Netflix publishing sort of thing.
That's what I was kind of thinking about.
No, now we're talking. Now we're talking. If Netflix is like Capcom or Konami, where they're publishing games, that sounds interesting.
That would,
and I like.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yo, we need to get Theo on
Arrested
more.
Development game.
Yes.
Ozark's the game. Orange is the New Black, the
crazy.
game, dude. Let's go.
No.
I don't want to be in prison.
You don't want to.
Cool.
You don't want to.
We were fine.
You don't want to smoke crack with Don in prison. What are you talking about? Come on. You kidding me?
Superman says to play Gran Turismo the movie. Oh my god, that'd be so messy. Imagine Gran Turismo the movie and you play it on your Xbox. That's
somehow
so
worse than the game.
He said somehow.
On that note, we're moving on to game predictions. Theo, what we do with game predictions is essentially games come out every week and they get a Metacritic score. So what we do is we predict the specific score the game is going to get when it comes out next week. All right?
Yeah.
All right. So far, we've had 2 guests get wins in this little game that we play. Matt is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. Ham just got his first win this week. So before we go to next week's, we need to talk about last week's. Finally, Ham Solo. Dude, we're in what? The 6th month of the year. You dominated game predictions last year. You're falling apart this year, dude. Anyway, last week, System Shock remake. The score is 76. Matt Likes Games said 75. He was the closest, so he got the point. Next, we have Diablo. The score is 92. Ham said 91. I specifically remember saying, dude, that's a bit high, but you actually weren't high enough. Should have gone higher. Next, we had.
I was 92. I did say 91 then.
Yeah. Next, we have Street Fighter 6. The score is 93. Ham Solo said 82, but he was the closest because Matt said 80. So y'all was sleeping on Street Fighter. So Ham gets the dub.
I'm still sleeping on it.
Oh god.
So
game predictions.
Wake me up when Tekken comes.
Oh.
Hey man, I'm not gonna fight you on that one. Not gonna fight you. All right. MotoGP 23 coming out June 8th.
Oh goodness.
Ham Solo, what's the score? Dude, I told you for the next 2 weeks, there's no bangers. So we don't. I don't have an excuse. I'm gonna finish Jedi Survivor in the next 2 weeks.
I'm gonna have to give this one a 66.
MotoGP 23, 66. Matt Likes Games. What's the score for MotoGP 23?
65.
Also, it's coming out on all platforms. 60. How low can you go? Theo, what's the score?
I'll go with 72 for MotoGP. I'll believe in it a little bit.
There we go. Okay, next we have Nocturnal coming June 7th for all platforms. Hello, Ham Solo, what's the score?
Just a flat 70.
Flat 70. Jeez. Cypher, you need to change your score for GP because Theo said 72, so you have to you have to pick another one. Ham says 70
or 92.
All right, Matt.
Nope.
Matt, what's your score for Nocturnal June 7th? Silent says he stole my 72. I'm sorry, Silent. I'm so sorry, but the people on the panel get dibs. Sorry, my bad.
I'm just
Matt,
gonna go something silly. We're gonna go like 94 or something.
90 for Nocturnal.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is.
Okay, Theo, what's the score for Nocturnal coming out on all platforms?
Let's go with. I think was 75 already said?
No,
it's not. It hasn't been taken.
I'll go with the 75 for Nocturnal.
Okay. Cypher says 69. Lord. Okay. The last game. The last game is Amnesia: The Bunker, coming out June 6th for PS4. This one's curious. It's not coming out on PS5, but it's coming out for PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. Weird release, like on consoles. Very
like
strange.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Silent Cypher says, I'm getting second-class citizen shade from Loke 7. Dude, at this point, I'm PlayStation porting all your exclusives to PC. Make peace with it.
Loke's telling Silent to go log in South Africa.
Oh my god! It's midnight my time. Stop doing this. Stop. Seriously. Pam, what's the score for Amnesia: The Bunker?
I thought I scored it already. Did we not even do that part yet? I'm having amnesia.
Dude, I'm thinking about telling this guy to pack his stuff and go to South Africa. Like, my mind went blank. I lost everything. My hard drive is empty. Go ahead. What's the score for Amnesia: The Bunker? Oh god.
I'm gonna say 79.
79. Mad likes games. What's the score for Amnesia: The Bunker?
76.
76. Just like Fallout. Theo, what is the score for Amnesia: The Bunker?
I'm gonna go with 78.
That's gonna be a close one.
Yeah. No bangers from the votes. No bangers. Not even one 80 rated game.
I mean, Nocturnal's gonna slap.
It is just bad everywhere. You need to stop it. Everyone knows Nocturnal's gonna be mid.
Nocturnal's gonna slap. I don't even know what the game is, and it's gonna slap.
he's got a feeling about it.
I got a good feeling, Loke.
I got a feeling.
Could be game.
Anyway, Theo, so the last before we get into quiz time, can you please just tell everyone about your channel? Like, what do you guys do on your channel? Gaming wise. Obviously you've got a deep knowledge of gaming. Go ahead.
Yeah, so my channel is The Reformed Gamers. It was, I mean, you can see it from the channel trailer. It was birthed out of this idea that, we hear a lot of Christians, pastors and non-pastors just dogging on games a lot, saying they're a waste of time, and Christians shouldn't have anything to do with them. And we're like, we disagree with that, because a lot of the arguments that are used are just, they sound biblical, but they're not when you kind of break them down and analyze them. And so we think games are a gift from God, and so we play games. We enjoy a lot of games, and we like to examine the themes that are in the games, as well as the mechanics and the systems that are at play. Tears of the Kingdom is kind of blowing our minds right now, just with all the things you can do in it. But that's what we do. So we talk about it. We talk about the news, kind of like what y'all are doing here as well. And then we take questions from our patrons, and that can get a little wild from time to time. But that's essentially what we do. And I mentioned a little bit earlier in this show that I've been going through the Legend of Heroes games. So I've been uploading video reviews for each of those games after I finish them. And so that's kind of what we do over there.
All right.
Nice.
All right. I'm a bit curious. What exactly? What was the moment? What was the game that made you or the founder of the Reformed Gamers sit down and be like, let's open a gaming channel with a specific slant towards the marriage of gaming and religion? I'm curious.
It was
Like,
actually
what was the spark?
It was birthed during a couple nights of me and a friend playing Halo 4 multiplayer. And we were just talking about Halo 4, the game itself, and some of the other games that we've been playing. And after that, I was looking around like, hey, is there any other channels or podcasts that are doing kind of this particular thing? And all I found was just a lot of articles saying Christians shouldn't play games. They're a waste of time. As Boogeyman says, games are the devil. You know, it's kind of it's that sort of thing. And I'm just like, man, that can't be right. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna do it myself because I don't see it out there. And if I'm the person that's wondering these things, surely there's other people wondering these same things too. And so that's what we've been doing since 2015, which makes me feel really old. but yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Matt, Ham, do you guys have a redirect, or can we move on?
We can move on. That was nice.
All right,
Good.
All right,
That's good.
This is a very obvious message.
Yeah. Now we get to the quiz. This is the best part of the show.
It's not.
There will be no arguing. It will be very fun. There will be no contesting.
This is the worst part of the show by far.
This by a good margin too. The way Loke just snakes his way around these questions.
Snakes. The guy just says he runs a Christian-centric gaming thing, and now you're a snake. I'm the snake.
You are. You are.
I tempted Eve. For real. That's where we're at right now.
I mean, if that's how you want to interpret Snake, you could always go the route of being Solid Snake.
Yeah, but he's not.
Oh, okay.
He's not.
Trying to help you out, man.
Yo, I'm gonna need you to throw some holy water in the air for Loke tonight.
Okay, that's enough. That is enough. Theo, this is
serenade
how it works.
Him with some holy water.
All right, Theo. This is how it works, Theo.
You know,
I will make a statement. Right? I will make a statement. Then I will say true or false. And then you have to pick one of the two. So you have a 50-50 chance of making it.
Yeah.
Right? Better odds than most quizzes, in my opinion. This quiz specifically will be focused on Diablo 1.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
And he's going to be terrible about it, too. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. I mean, I thought you were going to come off and say, the PlayStation Showcase was an 8 out of 10. I was like, nah, false, dude. False.
Yeah, that's definitely false.
No. Venomous Viper, his channel is the Reformed Gamers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Theo?
Yep. It's got a deer wearing headphones. Gamer. You'll see it.
Yeah. If maybe we'll just put something in the chat or in the description. Okay, I'm screenshotting this and I'm putting it on Twitter. Superman says Loke is a sadist. He enjoys seeing the quiz takers suffer. And then Viper says he is the tempter. Loke, were you in the Garden of Eden? For real, guys. Jesus Christ. This is a bit much. Fellas.
No, it's not.
Oh, man.
Come on, Ham. Even you think this is too much.
I mean, this is pretty on point, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe this, Ham. I'm counting on you. Oh, dude.
I count on you to be a good, a host when it comes to these questions, and you just disappoint me every week. It's been over a year.
All right, fine. Let Theo sample the quiz, and then we shall see if he agrees with everyone in the chat and you as well. Also, Theo, at the end, right? Whoever wins the quiz picks someone in the chat, and then that person wins a $10 voucher for Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox. All they have to do is follow TSWS Gaming and send us a DM, and we will do the rest. Theo, you ready?
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading chat. Boogeyman got.
What'd he say?
It's like, what's up, Lucifer?
Lucifer. Oh my God.
He's right.
Oh my God.
He is right.
Wait a minute.
Man, that's stung.
Wait.
Dude,
Cypher.
your chat's coming for you.
Cypher says, pretty sure Loke was Judas's cousin. Dog. I'm not that bad. Boogie says, I mean, y'all beating around the bush. Just call him Jesus.
Golly.
Wow. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
That's something.
I'm gonna let that hang. I'm gonna let it just hang in there. I hope you guys feel good about yourselves. At the end of the show, I'm going to cry myself to sleep. That's what I'm going to do. Thank
Do you
so
mean
much
like
for breaking
how
my
you
heart.
let the fruit hang off the tree to entice Adam and Eve? Is that what you mean?
Oh, look, first off, I didn't entice Adam and Eve. I enticed Eve. Second,
okay.
I didn't even entice the bitch. I just told her what the fruit does. I just told her what the fruit does. That's all. I
Okay.
didn't say eat it. I just said this does that, and she was like, freedom of choice, because that's what makes humans special. Freedom of choice. She had the choice. She fucked up. Anyway, Theo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that didn't go left. That went all the way right. Theo, you can activate the butcher quest by speaking to Farnham. True or false? In Diablo 1.
False.
Correct. You activate it by speaking to the wounded townsman.
Oh,
Theo scores a point. Matt, Prince Fornak is the son of
true.
King.
True.
False. It's Prince
I don't know.
Albrecht.
I don't know.
Ham Solo. I'm just saying, y'all out here capping for Diablo.
I told you I played Diablo 4.
Yeah.
I didn't play Diablo 1. I've never touched Diablo 1.
This is why everyone hates quiz time. Ham Solo. Ogden has his sign stolen from him in Diablo 1. True or false?
True.
Correct. Theo, the Chamber of Bone is located on level 6. True or false?
False.
It's true. Matt.
Yep.
Arcane's Valor is a unique armor plate. True or false?
True.
Correct. Ham Solo. If you give Griswold the Anvil of Fury, he then gives you Griswold's Edge. True or false?
False.
It's true. Theo. Tsar the Magnificent is the mage that has isolated himself in the catacombs. True or false?
True.
False. It's Tsar the Mad. Matt.
Yep.
Gabbard the Weak is the goat demon you encounter in the dungeon levels. True or false?
False.
It's true. Ham Solo. In the original Diablo game for PC, Jillian is the name of the tavern's barmaid. True or false?
False.
It's true.
Nobody knows any of this
Theo.
shit, Loke.
Yes. Yes. Theo.
And you know what? You know how much I retained of it? I don't even know what the last question was.
Yeah,
Theo,
I've got one right. I don't know what it is.
Just autopilot. Just
Theo.
Yeah.
Theo. Rogue is the character type that was not available in the original Diablo game. True or false?
False.
Correct.
Oh, cool.
Matt.
Yep.
Mephisto and Baal were the devil's brothers that you had to defeat in the later versions of Diablo. True or false?
The later versions of Diablo. True.
Correct. Ham Solo.
50-50.
Lord of Destruction is Mephisto's title in Diablo. True or false?
True.
False. It's Lord of Hatred. So we're in the last round. Might as well call me the Lord of Darkness. We're in the last round of questions.
Spreading.
I was gonna say.
Whatever. We're in the last round. We're in the last round of questions. Theo has 2. Matt is on 2 as well. Ham Solo's on 1. So it's still very much like wide open. All right. Let's go to the chat real quick. Boogeyman says it's all love and laughs. Sure. My pillow will be soaking wet with tears of blood when I'm done. Thanks to you guys.
Jeez. Oh, Lord.
He comes in there and I said, look, bitch, I'm Rick James.
Venomous Viper says make sure the bush is not on fire. Oh my goodness. All right. Venomous says admission, the truth comes out. Boogeyman, we've named the devil and his name is Lob 7. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just wow. Silent Cypher says I put my fist in Mephisto.
Oh.
Bro.
Dang.
Bro. I mean, we're all for acceptance here, but hey man, you do you. That's all I'm gonna say. You do you, man. If that's what makes you happy, have at it. Last round. Theo. Potentially for the win. In Diablo 2 and Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, the Paladin class specialized in melee fighting and defensive auras. True or false?
True.
Correct.
Oh, cool.
Matt.
Well, I'm at a game. So I'm just going to say false.
Matt, if you don't... Ham, you don't have any chance to win, so just sit down.
Just write it down. False.
Your usefulness, you're as useful as the PlayStation Showcase last week. Just sit down. All right, just sit down.
Jesus Christ.
Matt.
Go get a slice of pizza. Fuck you.
Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, this one is to draw. If you don't get this one right, he gets the dub, and then he gets to pick whoever he wants.
Someone gets $10, so it's a win-win.
Either way.
It's a win.
Yeah. So, Matt, in Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, Gamora is the city you start in for Act 5. Correct. It's Harrogath. How did you know that? That was so quick.
I didn't know that, Loke. I just said false.
Oh my!
I literally just said false.
Said it so confidently, though. It's like, oh man, he's played Diablo 2.
For real. Like he's on to something. We're not going to end on a draw. We need a winner. So money round.
Okay.
Theo, get this one right, and if he gets his next question wrong, you win. Theo, okay. Demon rats are the enemies that you encounter in the halls of the blind. True or false?
False.
Correct. They're illusion weavers. Matt.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna kill this name anyway. Lac Denam is the mayor of. False, actually.
All right, $10. Let's go.
There we go. Theo, pick someone in the chat that you liked his or hers like interaction, and you just think they're the MVP of the chat.
I mean, Boogeyman got me laughing. Venomous Viper got me laughing. Silent Cypher got me laughing real good.
Said Lucifer. That was good.
Bro.
That was pretty disrespectful, and I loved it.
let me go with Boogeyman.
Boogeyman. Hey, Boogeyman. So follow us on TSWS Gaming on Twitter. DM us, and we'll try and hook you up as soon as possible. Boogeyman says Loke didn't know what the LOL he looked these questions up. Of course I did. Wait, you guys think I know this? Are you insane? We do this every week. You think I know 500 specific things about a specific game? Are you insane? No, man. Of course I didn't know. Anyway, whatever. All right. So Theo, before we go, you already picked a winner. As a victor of the quiz time, you also get a minute to rant about whatever you want in the world of video games or in the community of video games. Also, after you finish your rant, feel free to plug your stuff for your channel again.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Does the rant have to be negative?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Anything.
Oh, perfect. I gotta be honest. We kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier that this, like, we have no time to play a lot of these games that are coming out. We just keep getting a banger after banger after banger. And man, every time I pop in one of these games and play it or just see it or whatever it is, I'm hyped. I'm like, man, what a time to be alive! What a time to be into gaming, to be able to get to play these games and enjoy them. This has been probably one of the best years in gaming in a long time, and I'm just super excited that the year's not even over, man. We've still got plenty of games coming. We've got Spider-Man, we've got Starfield, we've got
not even halfway over, bro.
Yeah,
yep.
And I'm a JRPG guy, so I'm looking forward to Trails into Reverie in July. I know not a lot of people are playing the series, but so I'm excited, man. It's a great year, and I'm hoping people are enjoying some really good games and having fun playing those games and just enjoying the hobby. It's a great time to be a gamer.
Very much so.
Okay. Only took you 40 seconds.
Oh,
well done. Well done. So last point before we get off.
You wanted to plug his stuff?
Oh yes, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, my bad.
Go ahead.
There's
the stuff again.
There's the other 20 seconds. If y'all want to follow me on Twitter, I'm just at the Theo Logan. It's the same name. Actually, you can see it in the title of this stream. So you can follow me over there. You can go check out the YouTube channel that I have, the Reformed Gamers. We have a weekly or bi-weekly podcast up over there. Some other videos. Like I said, I do video reviews, and now that I'm a teacher and it's summertime, I'm going to be able to do some more videos. So we've got that stuff going on over there. But yeah, always love meeting new people, connecting with people, and let me know what you're playing.
Nice.
All right. Last point. Thank you to everyone for supporting us. Usually I just rant about whatever pissed me off during the week, but we hit 600. We obliterated 600 subscribers last week.
Yeah, buddy.
We've been asking you guys to follow, and just from like one day to the next, we went from 594 to like 620, and now we're on 645. Thank you so much. We really appreciate everyone that puts in the time to watch our stuff and plug our stuff and follow us and comment on our stuff. We really, really, really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. And we hope to continue.
Right now. Had a couple more during the stream.
Man, Thank you so much. Thank you. Like
650.
we didn't even ask you guys to like the video, smash the like or subscribe, because so much gratitude. Thank you so much to everyone. We hope to continue to improve. And yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday for the lowdown, and then on Wednesday, Ham does his solo thing. It's in the name. And then on Thursday, we'll be doing Behind Them Sticks. Also, every single showcase that you guys see from today onwards, just assume that we're doing a live stream. Just assume it, all right? There's no need to check the bell or anything. We'll be doing it. As soon as it starts, just come over to Bullshit and to TSWS Gaming, and we'll be here waiting to hang out with you guys. And I'm going to be corny for once.
Oh my God. Before you say the last thing real quick, I just want to say this next week's episode of Behind Them Sticks is going to be interesting.
Salty.
Salty. I got J-Dub coming through.
Nice.
So at least I'm going to enjoy the show. So I'm going to be corny for the first time. I'm going to be corny for the first time on my last point rant and say Keep it gaming. Keep it moving. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually said that. I almost I thought
Whoops.
you
I
were
thought
supposed to cut
that
it
was the
when I
final rant. I was going to say, what? Okay.
This guy.
Oh
This
no.
guy. Stanley Francois says, great job, fellas. This is one of my favorite shows. The panel members are fire and hard workers for real. Why does Loke look like he's in Jet Set Radio? Oh my god. It's cool. You know what? Today the whole thing was just like let's rip Loke. Oh, bite me. All of you. Bite me. Heathens.
So we're still live. We're still live now. I thought that was the end.
We're still live.
Are we? Is that supposed to be the end? I don't know what the hell happened.
Dude, it's called the last point.
Fail. Peace out, y'all.